You now have full access to this very fine radio program for the next 3 hours.
Not 2, not 3, not 4.
Thank you, LeBron.
Not 5,
that's
not
right.
6.
No matter how you listen in, Fox Sports Radio, foxsportsradio.com, the iHeartRadio app, Sirius XM Channel 83, and now live on YouTube. That's right. Simulcast radio and YouTube. Say my name,
Rob Parker.
Say his name,
Kelvin Washington.
And we are indeed the odd couple, Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington, on a funky Flashback Friday. And guess what? You'll need our phone number because we are, without question, the most listener-friendly national sports talk radio show on the planet.
Ben Maller.
At least when people are still awake.
That's when it matters.
No doubt. Sorry about that, Ben. Write it down. Committed to memory, 877-99 on Fox. For you laymen who can't figure out the numbers and letters, and when you put them together, it's 877-996-6369. And if you hear feedback on the line, it's your own fault. It means only one thing.
You forgot to turn down the radio.
And if you call in here and have a problem with what we say to you, tough, because...
Well, I'm talking to you the way I want to talk to you. Do you have a problem? Turn off your station.
That's right. And with that said, always remember...
The Odd Couple was filmed in front of a live audience.
Sweetie Beanie, yeah.
All right, let's go. Big show. Let me welcome in my co-host. He is...
Kelvin Washington. That's right. What up, man? Happy Funky Flashback Friday. We've made it to the weekend. We've got, of course, big weekend of sports, big game 6 tonight. So a lot going on, brother. What's up? You good?
All good. And it's Halloween for people who celebrate. Don't forget about that. You got 3 kids. You don't know about Halloween?
No, we don't. We're not big Halloween house. I think my wife and I, neither one of us grew up overly into Halloween. So, but the girls will be doing their thing. We got the little festival thing at the church a little bit later. So they will get their candy.
So they do what is it, Angels Night? Is that what they do?
No, that is a real thing, or at least it used to be. I don't know if it still is.
No, some people didn't celebrate Halloween and they had like a Angels Night.
Yeah, Angels Night, Harvest Fest. Now they call it, Rob, trunk or treat, where you pop the trunk of several cars around the church and you go and, you do your thing. So, but either way, hey, be safe out there. Enjoy for those who are going to be out tonight.
Yes, there will be plenty of people having a good time and enjoying themselves. And I get it. Life is so difficult already. A little diversion is a good thing, right? A little bit.
That's right.
All right, let's welcome.
That's why we're here, Rob.
Absolutely. Let's welcome in the Odd Couple crew. We wouldn't be able to do this fine radio program without him. Shay is our producer. Shay, what's your costume? Shay's dressed up.
What is he?
You know the Buc-ee's mascot?
Buc-ee's?
Yeah,
what is that, like a rest
little
stop?
Corner store, or not a corner store, like a truck stop almost in Texas.
Oh, yeah,
Buc,
the huge, massive one.
He's got he even has the tail on the costume.
Oh, you are dedicated. Is it a beaver, right?
Yeah, I'll FaceTime you.
Yeah, and the only thing is he's got the Dodger outfit on over top it.
You know I had to.
I understand. It's the last game of the year. I understand.
No, we're all right. Don't even say that right now.
I'm just saying.
My headphones were tripping.
Put some money on it,
the
Rob.
last one of the year. I couldn't hear.
What'd you say? You paid me today.
Put some money on it. Let's bet tonight.
Did I get my Apple Pay today?
Let's do it. Send me that money back.
I mean, Shay was like, "Oh, they're gonna win it. Not only win, but in 5 games."
Yeah, Shay was tripping on that one. Shay was tripping.
5 games.
All right, Calvin, have some hope.
No,
all right?
no.
I
respect
said 6,
but no respect for the
one
Blue Jays.
less game. How am I tripping?
That's
5
4-1.
5 is like a gentleman's sleep.
Yeah, it's 4-1. All right, we got you. All right, Steve DeSager is at the anchor desk. He'll keep us updated throughout the show. Sagar, look at that.
Oh, wow.
That's right. We know who he is. He's getting applause. So
yeah,
Sagar,
what's that? He ain't done that much for us. Hold on now.
It's our social media guru today. And on the 1s and 2s, Mary, why you bugging?
Huh.
That's right. So Mary's on the is our engineer for the program. So a lot to do, so little time on this Funky Flashback Friday. And let's start here, Kelvin, with the Dodgers. And you want to paint the picture tonight, game number 6 in Toronto. And the Dodgers are hoping and praying that Yamamoto pitches a no-hitter or a perfect game. That's the only way they can win.
I mean, they've already said that he's going there's no secret. He's going as far as he can take them, as long
until they hit him around a little bit.
Yep,
right?
Hit him around. So basically, we're here where the Blue Jays, Rob, are up 3-2 in this game 6, and 30%.
And how did they get there to get to 3-2? Remember, the Dodgers win that 18-inning game, right, at home, and then lose the next 2 at home. Like, that was with Ohtani on the mound after that, right? That didn't work out.
So that's a big, you lose. It wasn't like you lost with you lose with a guy on the mound. You lose, and then Blake Snell comes back. You're feeling like, all right, he'll bounce back. And he wasn't horrible, but again, the offense did not support. They got no run support. So now 3-2. So basically, when teams are down 3-2 in a series, they come back to win it 30% of the time. So that's what the percentages have.
So 70% of the time, right? You lose.
Yeah, 70%. If you're up, you win it. So the Dodgers are facing that right now. The only thing in their favor, to me, we've talked about it, was baseball is a little weird in that home field advantage isn't quite like other sports. So if you're the Dodgers, you're hoping, because we just saw the Mariners get a couple last series versus the Blue Jays. So that's what you'd be leaning on and hoping for there. So the question, Rob, really comes down to all that the Dodgers acquired, all that they did this offseason, coming into this season as the reigning World Series champs. If the Dodgers were to lose, because we won't be back, even if they win tonight, they could lose tomorrow. You and I won't be on until Monday. If they were to lose, is this season a failure?
Kelvin, without question, if the Dodgers lose this World Series, and you got to remember this, when the season started, people were saying it was unfair. Remember that? It's unfair. Look at what they did in the offseason. They won the World Series last year, and all they did was get loaded for bear. That it was unfair to everybody else. They were supposed to be what? The Beatles. Most of the season they turned out to be a Culture Club with Boy George, but they were supposed to be the Beatles. There's no way you can look at this team, the roster, the pitching, everything that they put together, and think that they can lose this and it's no big deal. Tip your cap to the Blue Jays and keep it moving. It will be one of the most colossal collapses for a team that everybody thought this whole time I've been doing Shekel City. Do you know every night the Blue Jays are getting plus 1.5 runs? Like they've been underdog every night. Nobody believes it. It reminds me of when the Pistons beat the Lakers. I'm sorry, LA fans, back in 2004. Every time they won, they went, well, the Lakers will win the next game. Well, the Lakers will win it. Do you remember, Kelvin?
Right. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I remember.
Oh, yeah. After Kobe helped them win that game, hit the 3 in game 2, right? Oh, okay. Yep. Now it's over now. Okay. Then the Pistons win game 3 in Detroit. All right, the Lakers will win the next one. All right, the Pistons win that game. Oh, they'll win the next one. And I know people want to believe they're going to turn the faucet on and all of a sudden everything's going to click back or whatever. This team just hasn't been in a funk for 5 days or a week since September. Google the numbers. Go look. They've been scuffling offensively. The Dodgers have in this. They've have 3 runs in this 2-game stretch, right? In the last 2 games. Mm-hmm. In that span, batting 164 with 22 strikeouts. This is the last 2 games at home in L.A. We're sleeping in your own bed. I'm sorry. And the other part is the Blue Jays aren't fraudulent or they've played over their heads. They came into this World Series averaging 6.5 runs. Do you know what that is in baseball? Teams don't average 6.5 runs for a season. 6.5 runs? It's a ton of runs. My point is simple. The Dodgers can't turn it on. They haven't hit in a long time. Sure, I'm not saying they're going to get shut out or no hit or anything like that, but Kelvin, this will be a colossal failure for the Dodgers, who spent, $1.2 billion or whatever it was in the offseason. And even when they went and got Tanner Scott, right? Remember? Oh, my God, look at what they're doing. Dude, none of this will be good unless they repeat as World Series champs.
I hear everything you say, and I'm not mad at you, and I'm sure there's a contingent of folks who will feel the same way, but I disagree. Here's why. You mentioned people coming in the beginning talking about, oh, the evil empire, oh, the Dodgers are doing this. You and I, yes, me and you, both said, stop it. That guarantees you nothing in baseball. Me and you've talked about spending the most money means nothing. Spending the most money, in fact, if anything, gets you more pressure to actually have to compete, win, and do something. Ask the Mets, who don't even make the postseason, right? We've talked about the Yankees spend a bunch of money and haven't won in quite some time. We talked about the Dodgers, who spent a bunch of money and didn't finally win until they won in 2020. So spending a bunch of money, accumulating players doesn't mean anything. Also, this team, while great on paper, had a bunch of injuries on and off. Blake Snell only started 11 games. You got Glass now only started 18. You had some other guys in and out the lineup. So they weren't fully themselves throughout the season. And offensively, they have been struggling throughout the season. They had some bad periods. People thought they were going to win 110, 15 games. They barely, like around 90, I believe it was. So their starting pitching came together towards the end of the season.
But you got to admit, everybody with that pitching, they were like,
right.
Oh, God.
And I agree. That's what masked that the team wasn't really that great. An MVP candidate in Mookie Betts was terrible this season for a large portion of it. He got great at the very last month. He was off. We'd never seen him this dejected. He was emotional. He didn't have words when they would be interviewed. You and I would be like, I've never seen Mookie like this. Mookie didn't have a great season. So there was a lot that actually would tell you this team is good, but they're not great. And I think the starting pitching masked that. And we know how hard this is. It's the reason why no one has won in 25 years back-to-back championships. There's a reason why no one in the NL has won since, 76 Reds. 75, 76 Reds. So to me, to get here, obviously have a shot, get all the way to 6. I don't see it as a failure. Massive disappointment, right? Because you were right there from doing it. But it is very difficult to do. Clearly hasn't happened in 50 years in the NL, 25 years altogether. And again, you've set yourself up by having all this great talent to be right back here next year and have another chance to compete. So I don't view it as a failure. But I get why you may, but I don't, specifically with baseball. If this was the Warriors with Kevin Durant, I would understand it. Some of those Patriot teams, Brady and the whole I would understand it being a failure, see, because that's how they operate. Shaq and Kobe, failure if we don't win the championship. It's a bit different in baseball.
When you look at the way this team was put together and the money spent, this was to win a World Series, not to get to it and lose it. They were the overwhelming favorites when they swept the Brewers. Will you admit that? Overwhelming.
Yes.
All right? And
yes.
For them to be in this situation. All right, 877-99 on Fox. We want to hear from you. Do the Dodgers have to win this World Series? Come back, win the next 2 games. If they lose tonight or tomorrow and they're all done, is it a colossal failure? I say yes. Kelvin says no. What do you say? We want to hear from you. It is The Odd Couple on a Funky Flashback Friday. Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington, right here on Fox Sports Radio. And you know what you need to do. Stick and stay.
Unless you pocket watch on the Dodgers in the U.S. of it.
I'm here to proclaim to all Los Angeles Dodger fans and all baseball fans in Baseball America that the Dodgers are officially dead. D-E-A-D, dead. They are dead. I know people are saying, there's no way Mookie and Freddie and Ohtani's going to go out like this. They just have to win 2 games. They can win 2 games. They can turn it on, and they can, start getting some hits and all that. Have you watched them? That
Yes.
kid, that rookie, yesterday,
He got the perfect name, last name.
Savage?
Just take out the Just call him Savage.
Savage.
He was savage.
Boy, 12 strikeouts and hitters 1 through 4, 1 for 15 with 8 strikeouts. Can I tell you, Kelvin, that 3 of those 4 hitters are en route to the Hall of Fame?
Mm-hmm.
The only guy is Will Smith, the catcher.
He's had a heck of a career.
Right, but you know what I mean.
Right.
But the other 3, Ohtani, Mookie, and Freddie, are en route to the Hall of Fame. This kid made mincemeat with them.
He did. Nobody can defend it. They can't defend it.
But I just, if you're buying into this idea that some magical switch is going to be flipped tomorrow, Friday, and all of a sudden they're going to get 10 runs and then they're going to cruise, win the next 2 games, I don't think you've watched this series at all. Because not only, and here's the saving grace, Yamamoto has been unbelievable. Yamamoto is going to pitch a no-hitter and save the Dodgers season. Kelvin, he can throw one bad pitch tomorrow, and it might cost him. That's how fragile the Dodgers offense is. Yamamoto gives up a 2-run bomb or a 3-run bomb. That's it in the game. An error, a walk, and somebody hits a 3-run bomb, and you say, that's it? That's all he gave up was the 1 home run. And the Dodgers might not be able to score 4 runs because they haven't been able to do it.
Look, the reality is you ain't lying. And you know me, I like to tell you when you're wrong. I like to yell at you. But you ain't wrong when you're right. And I think what has happened is the Dodgers starting pitching over the last month of the season prior to the postseason was a Sephora. Miss Mary Mac, it was a MAC counter. You know how the MAC counter get with the ladies, the makeup counter at MAC. You know how Sephora is with the ladies. It was a makeup that masked how bad their offense had been because they were so spectacular. Blake Snell was injured most of the year, got back into form. Yamamoto, who knows what his record would have been if he got some more run support. You know his throughout the season.
And there again is what I'm talking about.
And I'll give you that. So throughout the season, Yamamoto's record could have been, he might have been Cy Young.
He might have won 22
Seriously,
games.
and if he could get more run support. He got horrible, and the bullpen did him in so much throughout the season. Then you got Ohtani getting ready, going, and Glasnow gets back healthy. Point is, they masked the offensive woes. And one thing I've kept saying, while I picked the Dodgers, you got to at least give it to me. I kept it real. Said their offense has been terrible. They just have gotten timely hits. That's all I've said, meaning like they've been in these 2-2 games, and then they get Will Smith will hit the 1, or somebody will get a double or something, and then they'll win 3-1 or 3-2. And so I've been fully aware that the offense hadn't been great. They just gotten timely hits, which they haven't got as of recent. The reason why they're still in this thing is what you said. It's because of Yamamoto. He has been spectacular all season long, and he has to go again, and he's the guy. If there was, you could say, we're putting this entire team on your back in the whole city, it's him. He's gone complete games twice in this postseason. Might have to be thrice. And if he goes and does what he does, even if he gives up 2, you got a shot. If this were anyone else, I would be saying, man, Mary, cue up the song. It's all over. It's a wrap. But he gives them hope. And then once you get into Game 7, it's a crapshoot. Anything can happen. But he is the singular reason why I go, they've got a chance. He's been spectacular, 2 complete games. Maybe he doesn't go complete. Maybe he gives you 8. But he can do that. The offense has been disrespectful. The offense has to be offended. You look at it. Mookie was terrible this year except for the last month. Remember that? He had amazing. I think he was offensive. I think it was player of the month. Was it September of August? Up until the end, a lot of the guys hadn't been spectacular. Now is a chance to do that. But more importantly, Yamamoto is the singular reason why I still have hope. It is a funky flashback Friday with your boys. We are the odd couple, Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington. Be sure to check out the brand new YouTube channel we're on right now, simulcasting. If you're on there, if you're not, you're saying, what do I do? Just search Odd Couple FSR. You'll find us there. Then subscribe, like, share, comment away, all that good stuff. We appreciate it as always. Go check us out on YouTube right now. We got some NFL conversations coming up in a little bit. And then we also have the play of the day, Shekel City as well. So a lot to get to this hour. Right now, Rob and I are talking about it's real simple. If the Dodgers were to lose today or tomorrow, straight up, is it a failure to you or not? Rob says yes. I say no. What say you? 877-99 on Fox. Who we got?
That's right. Let's do it. Daniel in Anaheim. You're on the Odd Couple. Fox Sports Radio.
Hey,
What's
guys.
up, Daniel?
Hey, thanks for taking my call. I'm Daniel from Anaheim. Anaheim's Billy Bean, baby. I've been doing this 3 seasons now, and I call my rankings the real power rankings because for 3 seasons now, I've beat ESPN, MLB on Fox, The Ringer, MLB powered by Google AI, and 1 or 3 of these categories of top 12 teams. I had the Blue Jays on my team, on my top 12, and more teams on my rankings actually made postseason.
All right, but let me ask you this: what the Dodgers? They spent $10 billion. If they don't win the championship, they don't win the World Series. Is it a failure? Yes or no?
I don't think so, guys. Because if you compare them to the Blue Jays here, let's be real here. In the National League, you only had one hitter that hit above 300, and that was Trey Turner. These guys in the National League, this season. There's not a lot of competition right there. Guys in the
all right, Daniel, I get it. Thank you. Thanks for the call. I mean, you could talk about all that other stuff.
He's saying the Blue Jays might have been underrated is what he's saying.
No, but my point is the Dodgers were the favorite, overwhelming. Would you just admit that? That's all I'm saying. I'm looking at
Define overwhelming.
Because everybody that I don't know anybody who picked the Blue Jays.
They just won the World Series. Why wouldn't you?
I'm just saying, but that's what it was. Everybody with that and the pitching, everybody thought they were going to repeat. That's all. The first team in 25 years.
And now Rob, that I said anybody picking them in 4 or 5, the Dodgers is crazy. You heard me say that because that was disrespectful to the Blue Jays. You and I talked about the bats of the Blue Jays, the resiliency of the Blue Jays. We talked about it leading up to the World Series.
All right. Josh in Texas, you're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Josh?
What's going on, fellas? Thanks for taking my call. Appreciate you guys, man.
No doubt. How are you?
Pretty good.
Two
things, real quick. First of all, Rob, you're saying the season's going to be a failure. I believe there's a certain coach that got 2 wins that argue you down on that fact.
Who's that?
Some college basketball coach. I forgot his name.
Right.
He almost took me out on that one.
Yes.
No, but I think the Dodgers would look at it as a failure for sure because of what they spent in the season and on the acquisitions. But if you talk to a Yankees fan, they probably won't tell you the Yankees have been failures. You know what I mean? So I think
yes, they have. Since 2009, people in New York, do you think they're happy that the Yankees went to the World Series last year and they didn't make it back?
I don't know if they're happy about it, but talking is a failure. Like if they won in 2009 and then back in 2010, I don't think the 2010 season was a failure.
Yeah, I think baseball is one of the weird sports. Like, when I remember growing up, Rob, and I remember hearing how big it was, like winning the pennant was like a daggone winning a championship. Winning the pennant. Like, it's just a weird sport. That's why they celebrate like they celebrate every daggone wild card, divisional, champion, world. They go crazy. You can't tell the difference. If I just showed you a celebration, you wouldn't know of a World Series between a wild card win.
Yeah, Daniel was talking in circles, and I don't know how you don't think who's this trucker? I can't see his name.
Trucker driver Don from
Trucker Don.
Virginia.
Is this Trucker Don in Virginia?
Yeah, he's in Virginia now.
Yes, Trucker Don. What's up, my man? How are you?
What's going on, guys? Kelvin, I never get to say hi to you. How you doing, bud?
Don, listen, you had one more time, and I was going to feel some type of way, Don. It had been too long for you said hello. What's up, brother?
I was feeling left out, but in the immortal words of John Belushi, was it over when the Germans bombed Pearl Harbor? Hell no. It ain't over over till it's over, according to Yogi Berra.
Right.
Was it over in 04 when the Yankees were beating the Red Sox 3-0? Hell no. No, I don't think this series is over. And, yeah, I kind of feel like it's a failure if the Dodgers don't win it. I absolutely agree with you.
They spent a ton of money. They put together this team. They went out and got all of these pieces. Ain't no way people are going to be like, oh, it's okay. Yeah, they lost to the Blue Jays. I'm with you, Trucker Don.
I think the thing is, though, Rob,
people expected them to win.
Ticked off, yes. Mad, disappointed, sick, throw it up in the mouth like you say, yes. Failure, I don't know. Because one thing the Dodgers are going to do permanently is spend some money. They're going to spend some, because we'll be right back here next year. They spend the money. They're going to spend some money.
Trucker Don, I mean, we know how hard it is, right? Because no team has repeated since the Yankees in 25 years ago. But here's the thing. If any team was supposedly going to be that team, people thought it would be this Dodger team, right, put together, and they would be the team to finally break through. And that's the part that I think, Kelvin and Don, that people are going to be like, they failed at this thing of improving a team after you won the World Series last year.
It would be like the Dream Team not winning the gold medal.
Right.
It really is.
All right, Trucker Don, hold on.
Yes,
because the level of disrespect. Boy, I'm so glad I'm here sometimes to bring some realness. The Dream Team was blowing everybody out by 45 points, and they were
won
just happy
last
to be
year.
there.
They beat the Yankees in 5 games. It was a gentleman's sweep last year.
Don't
remember?
do that. You know good and well if your boy Aaron Judge didn't drop that, we might be having at least a different couple extra games. The Dream Team was blowing everybody out by 50, signing autographs by halftime. Stop it. Don't do that. They're all acting like the Blue Jays were a heck of a team all year.
Don't let the Dodgers off the hook. Come on, man. They were supposed to win this World Series.
I told you, I'm okay with you saying it's a failure. But don't lie. The Dream Team is too much. All right. On the other side of trending, we got to talk about their fans. And this is why sometimes if you're a league, you can't listen to fans. We'll tell you what we're talking about. Right now, Steve DeSager has what's trending. Hey, Steve.
Hey, Fox TV with Game 6 of the World Series. First pitch in about 40 minutes. Dodgers at Toronto. Blue Jays up 3-2. LA starter Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Toronto going with Kevin Gausman. And DH George Springer returns for the Blue Jays tonight. He had injured himself on a swing this week. Bo Bichette batting cleanup and playing second base. The Dolphins parted ways with general manager Chris Greer, but head coach Mike McDaniel will stay for this year at least. Miami is 2-7 after last night. Bears running back DeAndre Swift is out again with a groin injury, and Chicago running back Rashawn Johnson is out with a back injury. Chiefs running back Isaiah Pacheco officially out with a sprained MCL. Patriots running back Ramondre Stevenson out with a toe injury. Jaguars rookie Travis Hunter is going on injured reserve after a non-contact knee injury in practice Thursday. He's a wide receiver and defensive back. Steelers safety Deshaun Elliott was placed on IR with a hyperextended knee, and safety Jabril Peppers is out this week with a quad injury. Dallas punter Brian Anger missed practice due to illness. The Ravens were fined $100,000 for an injury report violation last week. The 49ers will start quarterback Mac Jones again. Quarterback Brock Purdy is questionable with a toe injury. Wide receiver Ricky Pearsall is out again with his knee injury. Falcons quarterback Michael Penix will start this weekend. He's off the injury report. Panthers QB Bryce Young, after a sprained ankle, will start. He's off the injury report. Backup QB Andy Dalton is questionable with a thumb injury. Washington quarterback Jaden Daniels will return Sunday night after a hamstring injury. Commanders wide receiver Terry McLaurin is out. He re-aggravated his quad injury last game, but kicker Matt Gay is due to play after a bad back. Cardinals quarterback Kyler Murray was still limited in practice today with his foot injury. To the NBA, Anthony Davis of Dallas will miss at least 2 games with a strained calf. It's Boston leading late first quarter at Philadelphia 26-17. Philly 4-0 so far this season. The late game, 10:30 Eastern, will have the Clippers hosting a New Orleans team that's lost 4 in a row. Just 3 NHL games today. Colorado a 4-2 winner at Vegas. And in college football, late first quarter, number 25 Memphis leads 7-0 at Rice. Back to you.
All right, Steve. Thank you so much.
Did you say in the NFL news that Brian needs anger management? I just want to make sure. No? Okay.
He didn't. I don't think he said that. It's the Odd Couple. Your boys, Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington, on a funky flashback Friday for over 40 years. Tire Rack's been helping customers find the right tires for how, what, and where they drive. Ship fast and free. Backed by free road hazard protection with convenient installation options like mobile tire installation. TireRack.com. It is the way tire buying should be. All right, Rob. You are familiar with the Quinnipiac poll. There's a new Quinnipiac poll.
Quinnipiac.
You hit them too. Quinnipiac poll. They found about half.
I only
of
know
NFL
because I went
fans.
to college in New Haven. I know this.
No. Trust me. I say it depending on the day or the month. I might say it a different way.
I'm just saying.
But the Quinnipiac poll showed that half of the NFL fans believe that the league's doing enough to keep guys from serious injuries. And then this is where it gets interesting, and it kind of leads us to the conversation. Most fans, 60%, they support expanding the season, playing more games, including some who say they don't care that with that because the players make enough money. So if you move the salary up, basically what are you complaining about? The risk is worth the reward because you had a chance to make more money. And then 70%, they call them super fans, absolutely endorse more games. My thing about this, Rob, this is where sometimes to me, I know fans matter in all things, and you should absolutely listen to them at times, take into consideration. It should be weighted. But here's the thing. You and I have talked about this so many times. The players in the NFLPA specifically have to realize that if the NFL continues to get what they want, they won't stop, right? This went from 16 to 17 in 2021. And who's to say it goes to 18 in the next couple of years? And then does it go to 23, 4, 5 years after that? And to me, I wonder at what point do you say, we're not saying it'll never change. We're not saying it will never increase. But do you ride this out a little bit? It just went to 17 in 2021. Do you give it a handful of years, 5, 10 years, see how it goes, see if there's new data around injuries, see if there's new information about guys and, and their health? And do you find new safety and equipment and technology? That will be my concern, Rob, is that, okay, if you expedite this to 18, you speed it up to 18, 20's in the back of your head. Well, might as well make it a cool 20, right? And we'll give them an extra buy or two. And to me, we already know from one end, that's what makes football great is the scarcity of it. It's only 17 games. And then also, again, we know the health dangers of it, and we've all become okay with that. We all understand that. But to me, you got to at least spread it out longer, more years to find out what you got, to see how it's working out, and to see how guys are managing. You can't just be so much in a quick rush hurry to do this. Again, we just went to 17 4 years ago. So what's the rush? What's the speed to me? I don't understand why we were 16 for so long. I think like 30 years or so, give or take.
Well, it's pretty easy. I don't know what you don't understand.
I understand the money, but I'm saying.
It's just money. They don't care about the players. They could care less. The pension plan they have for the players, the a medical plan that they have after their careers are over. The NFL does not care about the players. And the union is so weak, it gets destroyed every collective bargaining session. It's embarrassing. I mean, the difference is, when fans don't know and don't understand it, is you take a local game, right, a local exhibition preseason game where you make no money on it, right? That's on local TV with your local announcers, right? They don't make any money on that. Take that game away and make it another game that they can sell to the national as
what you want, 3 Monday nights?
Like they don't care. Let's have a Monday night on ESPN, ABC, and we'll sell another one to some streaming thing. You know what I mean? Yep. Like they don't even care. That's why they don't care about dueling games. They don't care. Oh, why would you have 2 games on simultaneously? They don't, because I'm getting money from both. That's why. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care about if we're eating into our own ratings. I don't care. They don't care about anything other than how can we make more money. Get on a plane, fly and play in Europe, go to some terrible field in Brazil, go to Mexico. We don't care. Who's going to give us the most money? That's it. Fans buy into it. That's seriously.
The collective bargain, I want to clarify something. It runs through 2031, so that would be when they were to change it, that's when it could happen if they were to do it then. So they got a handful of years before they can do that. But again, to me, we talked about it a gazillion times. If you're the NFLPA, You got to stand on business somewhere because you talked about it. The healthcare, you get 5 years, and after that, you don't get anything.
But the healthcare for people don't understand. Seriously, Kelvin, it's 5 years after you retire. So the average career is what? 3 years?
4 years.
Okay, so you get in the league and you play. I'm talking about the average career.
Yeah.
So you play. You're 23 years old, 24 years old, right? Then you got to wait 5 years. That's 29. Then for the next 5 years, you get health care. So from 29 to 34, you get health care funded by the NFL. And then after those 5 years, you're on your own. Who needs health care at 34?
Right.
You know what I mean? Unless you have some sort of disease or something. But you don't need that. You need it when you get older. And then how many NFL players drop dead when they're 50? I mean,
no health care.
No health care. It's awful. It's awful.
Beaten and battered. Yeah, it is awful. And then, as we know, how they paid the players that came from that wave of guys with CTE, some of those lawsuits that came, and the NFL said they agreed to pay him. Now you get all those reports they're not paying him, or how hard it is for them to pay him. Well, I know your doctor said this, but you got to see another doctor. You got to see a specialist. You got to do this just to prove that my brain is freaking messed up, or to prove that I'm having my hip needs a replacement. Or there's so much stuff, so many hassles that these guys have to go through to get the money that the NFL already allocated to them. It's not like it's out the blue.
To me, if you're the union, seriously, you want this 18th game so bad. We want the same exact collective bargaining agreement that Major League Baseball has.
Yeah.
What they get lifetime health care. You hear me, Kelvin? Lifetime health care. Fight for it. Same thing in the pension. You make a Major League Baseball roster, I think you only have to be on a team for like a week before you're already eligible for the pension. Like, seriously. And your first or second day in the big leagues, you're eligible for health care. You know what I mean? Like none of it makes sense.
Well, they got to stand on business. They have to be, like we've talked about, they got to be willing to playoff games, Super Bowl, make a big fuss. Out the blue, they all come out and they all sit down and say, we're not playing.
That's all it takes.
Shake up the world. That would shake up the world. If you think you're about to see Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen in the AFC Championship game and they all come out and before they flip the coin, they all just go sit down on the bench and say, nope.
We're not playing. What could they do? You know how much money and everything set up for the Super Bowl? And if they decided at that very moment,
they would get whatever they want, Rob.
Whatever.
You know
they would sign the papers right there. You let them
NFL,
know 3 hours before the game, we're not playing tonight.
Rob, they already got the contract ready. They've been sitting on it for 25 years waiting for this day. Like, we thought y'all would finally do it. Here we already got it ready. We just knew. We waiting on y'all, truthfully.
Ain't no way they would walk away and cancel it. They wouldn't.
Heck no. All right, on the way, we got play of the day, Shekel City.
Wait a minute, Shekel City. Let me pump my chest out.
Oh. Rob ain't going nowhere. We got that coming up. It's the Odd Couple Funky Flashback Friday. Stick with your boys, Fox Sports Radio.
Draymond Green thinks that Wemby could actually sweep the NBA award season this year.
Just like he said he should win the Defensive Player of the Year last year.
Take a listen.
We must talk about Wemby. He was almost trying to go at AD as if he got something against him. And not that it was in a manner, but he dunking and screaming and like he was on one. But then game 3 comes. It's like this is what he on. He's on like I want the next MVP award. And I don't want it like then. I want it now. Like he stay at this pace, at this level. He's going to be like MVP, DPOY, most improved player. Like, he's going to be in position to compete for all those awards.
Draymond Stradamus, listen, The only time I ever uttered the words that somebody has the potential to be what Michael Jordan is was LeBron years ago. And I was like, yo, this, and I don't want to act like I was, wow, you went out there on a limb. It was just you saw something so unique and you saw how it contribute to
That was like you
winning.
saying water was wet. Go
Right,
ahead.
but LeBron, I haven't said anything like this. Not Luka, not this, not Steph, not that, not Giannis, not that. When you see where Wemby is right now, it's not just the numbers, Rob. Because people are going to put up numbers. James Harden put up crazy numbers. Steph's put up crazy numbers. Giannis puts up crazy numbers year in, year out. It's his desire to win, and it's his on both ends of the floor. He cares about both ends of the floor, and I think what is going to translate more so than just him, the Spurs are going to win back how they used to win rates, like the rate of winning. They're going to win 70% of their games, 75% of their games. And that, to me, is what the sign is. It's not just you being great. It's not just you having numbers. Yeah, he absolutely wants to dominate. He wants to dominate now. We talked about this yesterday. He wants to play. He doesn't want to, I'm going to sit out, I'm going to do this. He wants no excuses, and all he cares about is winning and team success, and that's what makes him fascinating to me. And he wants to play both ends. He shoots the ball. He also gets down and will dunk on you. Take advantage of your height. You're big as heck. Take advantage of it. Block shots, challenge shots. From the free throw extended down, every shot is challenged. That's what I love about him. And Draymond is right about this. Who knows if he'll actually win it? But defensive player of the year, that's a shoo-in. He had that last year.
He didn't win it.
He got injured. It was a given. Everybody knew he had it. Then he got injured. Most improved, he's got a great chance to win that.
He's not going to win that.
Why wouldn't he?
Because everybody already knows what was different from last year other than him
what do you mean?
him being injured is what stopped.
He's taking it to another level.
And here's why.
It's scary.
Here's why.
And the MVP is up for debate because obviously there's a handful of people who have something to say with that. But the
the idea that he's going to win all three is preposterous. It's not going to happen because if he were to win the MVP, they're not going to give him most improved player. They'll give somebody else if it was.
Why?
If he was because they already know what kind of a player he could be.
We didn't know he would be this year too.
Number two,
he had blood clots. Rob.
Number two. That's the reason why I'm going to sit here and tell you when you say, I'm going to put him next to Michael Jordan. Dude, there's so long. He got such a long way to go.
Of course.
You've already mentioned the blood clots. We already know that guys that tall don't get to play that long because usually there's some foot or ankle or leg issue with guys that size, and he's fragile. He's fragile. He's been wait,
why is he fragile?
Because
he's had blood clots.
No,
he don't be out here hurt.
But
Wemby looks like a guard. The guys you named are bigger and stiff. That's why their feet hurt.
He looks like a giraffe, and those legs can snap. I'm just saying.
Are you watching him?
I'm just saying.
That man, I've never seen a 7'5" person look like Rob G. 5'2". My bad, Rob G. I had to take a shot at you.
I'm saying that the idea of him not experiencing something, guys that tall. Normally, I'm just going by normally in the NBA. I mean, he's Manu Bol with a French accent. You know what I'm saying?
But he looks like Steve Francis or Baron Davis.
How did Manu Bol with the stick figure legs? I'm just saying.
Manu Bol looked like he was 7'7".
And the other problem is the blood clots scare me.
I don't want to play it down. I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that.
I'm not a doctor. I'm just saying that he's already experienced.
I have no pushback on that. Radio Odd Couple, Rob and Kelvin on a Funky Flashback Friday. Miss any part of the show, make sure you check out the podcast. We'll have that coming up for you in a little bit. Shay working on that. It is now time for your Tire Rack Play of the Day.
Wembanyama pushing. Up ahead to Castle, left wing. Castle attacking. Step through, kicks it to Barnes. Right wing, Victor for three. Wee-wee! Victor Wembanyama!
That's Spurs Radio right there. Victor Wembanyama hitting big shots.
What did he say? Wee-wee?
He did say wee-wee.
Wee-wee.
Oui. He said oui.
Oh, it was
Play of the day
speaking
brought to you by
French. Parlez-vous
Tyrek.
français? Oui.
Exactly, Rob.
I don't know. I'll go get my wife. She speaks French. For over 40 years, Tyrek been helping customers find the right tires.
I only know how to
when
kiss
they drive.
French. That's all I know. I can't speak.
Ship fast and free. Backed by free road hazard protection with convenient installation options like mobile tire installation. TireRack.com. The way tire buying speed. What is American kissing? What we come up with? Do we have?
Nothing.
Our
that's
own
the
kiss?
peck. That's just a
Just
a
the
peck.
peck.
On the
Yeah, that
cheek.
sound about American.
French kiss is what that's it.
Yeah, they took.
Am
that,
I right,
yeah.
Shay? Come on. Look at Shay.
Hey, listen. That advancement from your first little, we're gonna call it American peck, to that French kiss, boy. When you were younger, couldn't nobody tell you nothing, could they?
That's right.
You felt like the man.
No
Shay
doubt.
got his first
Felt like
one
the
last
man.
week.
You know it.
Yeah.
I'm like you guys.
I
Yours was
almost-
80 years ago,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, shut it.
I'm still waiting for mine. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
All
you
right.
might have to pay-
Hey,
you might have
but
to
you
pay a
know
little bit
what?
more.
This
Hey,
French kiss still
circle-
comes with my chest stuck out.
All right, circle that Wembanyama convo because we're gonna come back to that Wembanyama at some point this show. We got to talk about the Spurs acting up a little bit. It is now time for Shekel City. All right, how'd you do?
Here we
Clearly
go.
good.
3-0 last night. How's that? How is that?
Oh, wait, nowhere. We ain't
Thank
going
you. I
nowhere.
appreciate that. Thank you.
We
Yeah,
can't be.
I got you.
All
I
right, we got four. I got four this today.
Oh.
I got four. So I got
Go 3-0
baseball,
now. You go 3-0 now. You fancy, huh?
baseball plus 3 basketball games. Here we go. Baseball. I got the again, the Blue Jays are underdogs.
Really?
I got the Blue Jays plus 1.5 runs.
Yeah.
I got Denver minus 5.5. They're hosting. They're in Portland taking on the Trailblazers. I got the Knicks minus 5.5. They're in Chicago. The Bulls are off to a great start. It's one of those games, right? But the Knicks are
Yeah,
favorites.
yeah.
Minus 5.5 in Chicago.
Okay.
And I got Memphis plus 2.5. They're taking on the Lakers. They're hosting the Lakers in Memphis. So Memphis plus 2.5. The Knicks minus 5.5. The Nuggets minus 5.5. And we're going to take the Blue Jays to wrap it all up plus 1.5 runs.
Insane.
And everybody on Fox, A-Rod, Jeter, Big Papi, they all picked the Dodgers to win. So that's a kiss.
Today they did.
That's
though,
a
right?
kiss of death right there.
Well, Poppy still has a chance. He picked the Blue Jays in 7, so he's running with his, feeling good. He's got a chance to
yeah,
win
but
this
you got I get that. Only problem is you got to look at the here and now and what's going on. That should determine.
Yoshi's pitching.
That's
what's going on.
Yoshi's
That
not.
is what's going on.
You think he's gonna pitch?
Taking the run line against Yoshi is crazy.
What?
That's what if you took the money line, it'd be a little different. But you took the run line.
I'm taking the 1.5. I'm going to tell you that he's not going to pitch a no hitter or a perfect game.
Okay.
Well, yeah,
and in his last start, just for people who don't remember what happened in that game, do you remember?
Yeah, of course.
The Blue Jays had first and third and nobody out. He wiggled out of it and was able to then, get rolling. But the first 3 innings, guys were on base, and he was able to wiggle out of some situations.
Right.
Tonight,
That's what a
it won't
professional
happen.
is.
I'm just saying. Like,
You
wasn't
wiggle
like
out of things
wasn't like he
sometimes.
mowed through everybody and they couldn't
It's
touch
like
him.
you wiggling
Got
out
through
a bill every now and again. You know how to wiggle out of it.
I got the alligator arms. I don't have to
said.
now. I got $25 from Shay to buy my wings
Are we betting
tomorrow.
on tonight?
What are we betting?
Calvin, are we doing wings? Should we do wings again, or should we do something different? You think?
What did you do? Wings? Is
We
that
did.
what you
No,
did?
no. Let's do a piece of vanilla bean cheesecake from across the
Okay.
street.
Across
There you
the
go. That's
street?
fair.
Cheesecake
That's
Yeah,
fair.
that is fair.
Because it's just one game. We
That's
already
fair.
bet wings on the other
I
one.
like that.
Yeah,
That's
so
fair.
we'll do
One
that.
game, easy.
Yeah, that's easy.
Well, by the way, Shay, you don't have to give vanilla bean. That's like
No, that's what I
it's
want.
good,
I want the
but that's
Oreo.
not-
I want the Oreo
Yeah,
one.
there you
the
go.
five one. Yeah.
The Reese's is the best.
See?
My
You
personal
know,
favorite.
you want to know a fun fact about Reese's? And it's a Halloween
Yes.
fact. Every year, Reese's is always the top selling candy.
By far, yeah, we talked about that
Yeah.
yesterday. By far in the votes, yeah, it's actually kind of crazy.
I don't get it.
They're up there. Snickers is the
Isn't
answer.
everyone allergic to peanut butter
Yo,
or peanuts?
No, but most
somebody said something funny.
Yeah, that's a good. There's a lot of kids with peanut
So
butter.
that's-
Dude,
peanut
my daughter, my
allergies.
4-year-old, just now can bring peanut stuff to school. Hazelnut, peanut butter.
Oh
sweet
yeah, because it
peanut
was
butter
always
jelly.
banned.
Yeah, at her preschool, she couldn't do that for sure. Hey, if somebody said if you take it, never mind. I ain't gonna say it. Just candy corn. If you flip it upside down, it looks like somebody. It's pretty funny to me.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Think about it, Rob.
Think about it, Rob. Just think what candy corn looks like and then flip it around.
Okay.
Think about that.
All right.
Back to you and Yamamoto. Do you not believe in what you're seeing in consistency?
No,
Meaning
I just don't.
this-
I don't think that somebody. I just think.
But why do you think it's not him versus the offense? Meaning, I'll give you
because he could pitch a really good game, like Snell wound up pitching a really good game. He only gave up the 2 home runs and the poor play by Teoscar, in right field cost him another run, and then I didn't like his comments that he was unlucky. They gave up 5 home runs in the game. You can't go around talking about you were just unlucky. No, they hit the ball out the park, bro. Stop.
They had my number. It's
unlucky.
okay to say they had my number.
Am I right? Come on. That didn't sound
agree.
right.
I agree.
Right?
It's okay to say
you're
they had my
unlucky.
number.
If you had one pitch and you gave up a 2-run home run on a maybe you could say that. 5 earned runs is not unlucky. You got beat.
Yeah.
Just like tonight.
It's okay, dude. You've been
Yamamoto will
spectacular.
just say, you know what? Through his translator, I got beat tonight.
up.
That's all.
Oh, my God.
I'll be texting you tomorrow, Game 7. That's what I'll be doing. I ain't worried about it. Yamamoto. We are Fox Sports.
Wake up, it's 2 pros and a cup of Joe, Fox Sports Radio.
You ready? Yes. I'm Colin Cowherd. This is The Herd.
You are listening to The Dan Patrick Show.
It's the odd couple. You know what time it is. Let's get it.
Fox Sports Radio. Bigger, bolder, and better than anyone in the game. Fox Sports Radio is the #1 sports audio network.
Diverse, fun, entertaining, and driven by the big sports topics of the day.
They had to bolster the offensive line, which they did.
You finally said something right. Congratulations.
That game was incredible. You are wrong.
You could take that trash somewhere else. Wham! We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all so. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
I'm your favorite fan.
Thank you.
Love you. You're very talented. You're the best.
Thanks for taking my call.
Sure.
Great show.
Thank you, Jim. You sound like Joe Pesci.
How am I funny to you?
I can't help but notice that the W-2s for the quarterback look a lot higher.
That's because we're worth it.
You gotta be kidding.
He never was an elite quarterback.
This team is unstoppable. He made the right call.
You know that's right.
LeBron James is a legend.
No, he's not. He complains all the time.
You say Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time, but Eli Manning beat him twice. Wrong.
For 25 years, Fox Sports Radio has dominated the sports audio landscape with the biggest talent and the best programming available.
We talk sports and we have fun doing it. We talk about life.
Sports radio is where you go after the games are over, and then the discussion begins.
If the Chiefs win.
Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
It is live. It is unscripted. No other medium can touch that.
And that's what makes it special.
Yes.
Who wants some?
Bigger, bolder, better. We are Fox Sports Radio.
Yeah.
All right, hour number 2 on a Funky Flashback Friday. It is the Odd Couple, Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington, right here on Fox Sports Radio. Aches and pains can sneak in during the holiday hustle and bustle. And November's tomorrow.
I know.
November's
crazy.
tomorrow. Aleve can help you forget the pain and make happy memories instead. Just one pill. Aleve will provide up to 12 hours of body pain relief so that you can keep moving. That's right. Use as directed. And don't forget to check out our brand new YouTube channel. We'll simulcast on the radio and on YouTube every night right here. And all you need to do is just search Odd Couple FSR on YouTube. Again, that's Odd Couple FSR. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. Don't stop there. You can hit the thumbs up icon. Comment away. Let us know which one of us is more odd. Check us out on YouTube and watch us live right now. Just search Odd Couple FSR and subscribe. Don't forget, we'll be down with the King in about 28 minutes. That's right, Shaun King, the former NFL quarterback and Fox Sports Radio NFL analyst, will do that and much more. But the game is about to start, and it wouldn't be right,
What's that?
Kelvin, unless I was able to serenade the great country of Canada.
Hold on. Thank you for the forewarning. Let me take my headphones off.
Yes, and yes, before first pitch, let me sing "Oh Canada."
Somebody shut the door. Ooh. That boy was freestyling.
And wide, oh Canada. Here we go, Kelvin.
Oh boy.
God.
We're doing the whole thing?
Glorious and free. Ooh. Oh, Canada, we stand on God for thee. Here comes a big finish.
Okay, all right.
Canada, we stand on God for. And you know what?
There you go.
My love for that national anthem, obviously
Yes.
working in Detroit, okay? Working in Detroit for those 20 years. And, you know, I was close to Windsor, Canada. It's right a tunnel and a bridge ride away from the United States right there.
Yep.
And covering so many games, hockey games in Detroit during those 20 years, I got to hear "Oh Canada" a million times. You know, where most people don't get to hear it unless you go in a hockey game.
That's a good point.
Seriously.
You hear it all the time in hockey. And you went, what'd you say, one season you went to 40 of the 41 or something?
I
or
went
what
to
was it?
38 of the 41 home games at Joe Louis Arena. And whenever the Canadian teams are in, they play both national anthems. So I used to hear it all the time, got to love it. I know I can't sing, but I wanted to honor the great country of Canada.
Did you honor them with that vocal performance?
Yes, because they know that. Yes, I mean, they don't think I'm a professional singer. I'm
You ain't
a
gotta worry
talk
about
show
that.
host. That's all. It's all.
Well, listen, if you ever need to leave this country, maybe you have second citizens, citizens, you can go over there, man. Be a citizen of Toronto or where'd you like Vancouver? Where's the spot you like? Montreal? Where was it?
Montreal.
Yeah.
Yes, Montreal, Toronto. Those are the two. I have not been to Vancouver yet. That's somewhere I do want to get to. All right.
I've heard good things.
We had some a shakeup. We saw last night Lamar, 28-7, the Ravens. What do you have? 72% completion, right, Kelvin?
Yeah.
4 touchdowns. And you said it, we talked earlier today. Like, he's out in the backyard. Like, it's
just
child's
he's
play.
He's
Am I right?
the older brother playing with the little brothers, friends, where you're just like, man, you can't play. You know what I mean? You're too good. That's what Lamar looks like when he's at his best.
It just looks easy when he's throwing the football around and whatnot. And anyway, it was another loss for the Miami Dolphins. And then, Shay, there were changes that happened today when we woke up with the Dolphins.
Yeah, so the Dolphins are probably the only team that make me happy to be a Browns fan, which is very hard to do. Yeah, so this morning, team owner Stephen Ross announced the decision Friday to mutually part ways with longtime general manager midway through his 10th season in the role, roughly 12 hours after the Dolphins' 28-6 loss to the Baltimore Ravens at Hard Rock Stadium, dropping the record to 2-7. What do you guys think about this firing?
All right, Rob, for me, this is to quote my good friend Rob Parker, this is easy. Mike McDaniel, the GM, fine. Chris Greer had a good run, a 10-year, 10 seasons.
He was there for what, since 2016? And Stephen Ross had been
for 20 years.
Yeah, had been very loyal to the guy, right?
Yeah, absolutely. You had a good run, and we know all good things must come to an end. Specifically, I'm going to wave that to the side, and I'm going to say Mike McDaniels. And I talked about this at the beginning of the season with you. It's just time for him to go. And it's not as if he's, he reminds me of a Josh McDaniels. Maybe he'll get another head coaching job, but maybe ultimately as well, he's just made to be a really good offensive coordinator somewhere, and that's just where he's great, and that's where he thrives. Couple of reasons why I say this, Rob. Not every season is going to be great. We know that. That's just football. That's just any sport. But a few things cannot be happening to me if I'm a general manager or an owner of a team, in this case, watching my team. You can't be an offensive guru, and our offense is terrible. That's number one. You can't be this young offensive brilliant mind and our offense stinks. That can't happen, because at least that could be your saving grace, because you also can't lose the locker room. And the locker room has been bad, toxic, all the reports coming out. We're hearing this, we're hearing that. Guys don't like it. Guys aren't showing up to meetings. Guys are just leaving meetings. Star players are doing this as well, not like some randos. The big-time names are leaving. This is why they shipped Jalen Ramsey out of there. And then you're beefing with the quarterback who I've given the whole entire Brinks truck to, so I can't just get rid of him because he's been poo-poo as well. I wish I could, but it'll be too difficult right now. I'd have to figure out a way. So you and the quarterback are beefing. Y'all feuding. The locker room's great. And what's happening on the field is bad as well. So at what point, Rob, do I have something to hang my hat on with you? We're not scoring. We look awful on the field. You and the quarterback don't get along. The locker room's broken. Where do I and you haven't been as successful winning. They haven't won games. They're 2-7, 2 and whatever right now, 2-5, and they're 0-2 in the postseason under him. So
yeah, but they have made the postseason. You're acting like they haven't even made. They made the postseason.
Well, let me tell you something about them.
I'm just saying that.
This team hadn't won a postseason game since 26 years, the longest drought in the NFL, and they only been to the postseason 4 times in 23 years. Even the Lions can laugh at that.
Blame Don Shula, the late great. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, dang it, Don Shula rolling around his grave at you right now. So while I'm saying I believe he'll get a second chance somewhere at some point. He's only 42 years old. But right now, it's just time to move on. It's time to blow the whole thing up and find out what your next thing is, because it looks awful. Tua's regressed. The offense regressed. That's where they're supposed to hang their hat, and that's not the case. Nobody believes in him. The locker room's broken. Your leaders are leaving the team. Your leaders are broke. Tyreek Hill is a terrible situation. Ramsey, now Tua. I think it's just he may last a year. He won't make next year. I don't see that happening.
I don't have a problem with the idea of keeping the coach till the end of the year. And I'm going to say this. I agree. It's time to make a move, but there's so much that goes into it with coaching. And here's the other scary part, and I do get it. Sometimes when you put an interim in, players, right, you win a couple of meaningless games, the season's over, players. We saw this in where? We saw this in Oakland, didn't we? I mean, in Las Vegas. The players rallied around Antonio Pierce. We want Antonio Pierce to be the guy. And what happened? Ownership, they cave in because they brought in an interim, right? They won a few games. They related to him. And did that work out with Antonio Pierce? Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
whereas I would rather let him finish out the string. We don't have to go change and hire all new coaches or do all this kind of crazy enough and change everything. And then we'll do a real search, go find us a coach and whatever. The GM part, I understand why they want to part ways now. There's work to be done. We need guys to get ready to pick players for next year and the draft and all that. And that's why I understand let's get him out of here. We don't want him picking any more players for us. We don't like the roster that we have. So we want to start on that because before the next season comes around, the draft will be here faster. Do you know what I mean?
I do, but the only thing I'll throw that makes it strange, Rob, is that they got 4 days till the trade deadline. So they could have waited 5-6 days.
No, they don't want him. They don't want him to have anything to do with personnel, and that's why. I'm just saying.
Because they're
we don't want you to
know
make
it's
a trade.
bad when they say get out the door. Right before the trade deadline.
And he had been there forever. Oh, look at that. First batter, Ohtani strikes out to lead off the game.
I just you're a little ahead of me. My little streaming. I just saw it right now.
Yeah.
Listen, let me say one thing about
the first 2
Ohtani.
strikes, and then. Right, and then he got him on a 2-2 pitch.
Let me tell you something about Ohtani. One thing I gotta admit, when he struck out, it looks bad. I ain't gonna lie,
so bad, Kelvin.
I ain't gonna lie, Shay. Shay, that's our man, $100,000. But when he strike out, it looks hats flying everywhere.
He's like pumping it. You can see the sweat flying off of him, and like it just looks like he's trying to throw the bat.
He done got on his knees once, bended knees. I thought he was proposing to somebody.
But we've seen him strike out a lot in this postseason. My goodness gracious.
So they mixed it up. We just saw Will Smith. Back second.
Mookie's been knocked down to fourth now, right?
He's 4.
Yep.
Yeah.
Watch him hit a 3-run home run or something.
Yeah, good luck.
Rojas is center field.
Don't do that now. You know you need MLB, bro.
And Rojas hasn't had a hit since when? Rojas hasn't had a hit since September.
Yeah.
You know who Rojas is?
Am I right?
He's my man. What was his name? What was the main star in Major League? The catcher. That's who Rojas is. Like, y'all wait, me?
No,
y'all need me to do this?
Did you guys see the picture or the video of Rojas last game? Because that was his last home game.
Yeah, he stood out there. He was in the dugout for a long time after because he realized that might be
Which might be what the Dodgers need. I don't know.
Okay.
All right. Go ahead. One last point real quick, Rob. Did you see that video of Dave Roberts running around the bases? Yeah. Is that good or bad? Is that an omen, or is that they're finally going to loosen up, have some fun, and just let the bats fly today? Which omen or which one side are you on, Shay and Rob?
I don't even want to.
No, it was fun. I had no issue with it. You can't walk around on eggshells like you can't laugh, and
that's what the Dodgers needed.
And that was
loosen up.
And you remember Dave Roberts was big when the Red Sox came back. He stole that base off
that whole series. He was still in bases.
Yeah, that was a huge part of his career in that moment for him.
It needs to be
you
fun.
remember that? You remember that era in baseball, Rob, when they used to do a thing called stealing bases?
Yeah. Well, they're doing it now. But remember last year, Ohtani stole 50. I mean, they're stealing more now, but not.
And what did you used to say about him?
Well, they were phony because he's sliding in the pizza boxes.
Get
but
off
anyway.
my phone.
All right, hey, Shay, last thing on 2, and then we're going to take some calls, 877-99 on 5.
Before we move on from the Dolphins topic, do you think this, if anything that you guys have been saying does happen and they end up firing McDaniels or they end up getting rid of everyone at the end of the season, does Tua still have a chance in this league?
Of course he does. First of all, he's got a big contract. And
that's going to keep him around.
That's going to keep him around. They just can't cut him or release him. So I don't think Tua's going anywhere unless they can make a trade with somebody. I just think financially, you know this, Kelvin. When you sign those deals, you're locked in. You just are. Another strikeout.
And not to mention, I think too, someone's going to say, I like Tua when I put him in the right situation, right? Some offensive
we saw him score 70 points. Didn't we see him score 70?
Dropped 70 on the Broncos 2 years ago.
Yep. Some quarterback guru is going to say, when everything is perfect, with his timing, he got the right receivers, this guy can be accurate because that's his biggest strength. He's accurate. So they'll say, I can fix him. That always happens. I can fix him.
All right, 877-99 on Fox. Did the Dolphins do the right thing, which was fire the GM and keep the coach, or did both need to be fired? Where are you? I think they did the right thing. No interim. We don't want anybody to get connected with one of these guys and want him to stick around and have players lobbying for him to be the head coach next year. Or like Kelvin, you think they both should have been broomed out together, and enough with Mike McDaniel. We'll take your phone calls next. It is The Odd Couple on a Funky Flashback Friday. Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington, right here on Fox Sports Radio. And you know what you need to do. Stick and stay.
Unless you're a fake American in the U.S. of A.
I'm fake. I'm here to proclaim to all Los Angeles Dodger fans and all baseball fans in Baseball America that the Dodgers are officially dead. D-E-A-D, dead. They are dead. I know people are saying, there's no way Mookie and Freddie and Ohtani's going to go out like this. They just have to win 2 games. They can win 2 games. They can turn it on, and they could, start getting some hits and all that. Have you watched them? That kid, that rookie, yesterday?
He got the perfect name, last name.
Savage?
Just take out just call him Savage.
Savage.
He was savage.
Boy, 12 strikeouts. And hitters 1 through 4, 1 for 15 with 8 strikeouts. Can I tell you, Kelvin, that 3 of those 4 hitters are en route to the Hall of Fame?
Mm-hmm.
The only guy is Will Smith, the catcher.
He's had a heck of a career.
Right, but you know what I mean.
Right.
But the other 3, Ohtani, Mookie, and Freddie, are en route to the Hall of Fame. This kid made mincemeat with them.
He did. Nobody can defend it. They can't defend it.
But I just, if you're buying into this idea that some magical switch is going to be flipped tomorrow, Friday, and all of a sudden they're going to get 10 runs and then they're going to cruise, win the next 2 games, I don't think you've watched this series at all. Because not only, and here's the saving grace, Yamamoto has been unbelievable. Yamamoto is going to pitch a no-hitter and save the Dodgers season. Kelvin, he can throw one bad pitch tomorrow, and it might cost him. That's how fragile the Dodgers offense is. Yamamoto gives up a 2-run bomb or a 3-run bomb. That's it in the game. An error, a walk, and somebody hits a 3-run bomb, and you say, that's it? That's all he gave up was the 1 home run. And the Dodgers might not be able to score 4 runs because they haven't been able to do it.
Look, the reality is you ain't lying. And you know me, I like to tell you when you're wrong. I like to yell at you. But you ain't wrong when you're right. And I think what has happened is the Dodgers starting pitching over the last month of the season prior to the postseason was a Sephora. Miss Mary Mac, it was a MAC counter. You know how the MAC counter get with the ladies, the makeup counter at MAC. You know how Sephora is with the ladies. It was a makeup that masked how bad their offense had been because they were so spectacular. Blake Snell was injured most of the year, got back into form. Yamamoto, who knows what his record would have been if he got some more run support. You know his throughout the season.
And there again is what I'm talking about.
And I'll give you that. So throughout the season, Yamamoto's record could have been, he might have been Cy Young.
He might have won 22
Seriously,
games.
and if he could get more run support. He got horrible, and the bullpen did him in so much throughout the season. Then you got Ohtani getting ready, going, and Glasnow gets back healthy. Point is, they masked the offensive woes. And one thing I've kept saying, while I picked the Dodgers, you got to at least give it to me. I kept it real. Said their offense has been terrible. They just have gotten timely hits. That's all I've said, meaning like They've been in these 2-2 games, and then they get Will Smith will hit the one, or somebody will get a double or something, and then they'll win 3-1 or 3-2. And so I've been fully aware that the offense hadn't been great. They just gotten timely hits, which they haven't got as of recent. The reason why they're still in this thing is what you said. It's because of Yamamoto. He has been spectacular all season long, and he has to go again, and he's the guy. If there was, you could say, we're putting this entire team on your back in the whole city, it's him. He's gone complete games twice in this postseason. Might have to be thrice. And if he goes and does what he does, even if he gives up 2, you got a shot. If this were anyone else, I would be saying, man, Mary, cue up the song. It's all over. It's a wrap. But he gives them hope. And then once you get into Game 7, it's a crapshoot. Anything can happen. But he is the singular reason why I go, they've got a chance. He's been spectacular, 2 complete games. Maybe he doesn't go complete. Maybe he gives you 8. But he can do that. The offense has been disrespectful. The offense has to be offended. You look at it. Mookie was terrible this year except for the last month. Remember that? He had amazing. I think he was offensive. I think it was player of the month. Was it September of August? Up until the end, a lot of the guys hadn't been spectacular. Now is a chance to do that. But more importantly, Yamamoto is the singular reason why I still have hope. Fox Sports Radio. It's your boys, Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington, on this funky flashback Friday. I tell you what, Rob, there's a couple of little things happening in this game we got to get to in just here in a second. As I tell the people, of course, that we can check out our YouTube page right now. All I would do is simulcasting. You can check it out. Shout out to all the YouTubians, the Odd Mob as well. We appreciate you watching, subscribing, sharing, all that good stuff. And if you're getting a new job, it can be much easier with Express Employment Professionals. With Express, you'll have a local connection to the job market. Get started at expresspros.com to find a location near you. That's expresspros.com. Before we get to the calls real quick, Rob, George Springer's leading off for the Blue Jays. What you make of that?
If he's healthy and he's in the lineup, that's his spot, I guess. I'm not shocked.
You think he's healthy? I was telling Shay, I know he was out and he was injured. I said, look, they look at it as if we win this, it's over. He's the type of guy, he might only go 1 for 4, but that one could be a home run or a big-time double.
Don't you remember the game that he had the big 3-run?
The Kirk Gibson moment.
Right, when I said, they should take him out. Remember he looked so awful his first at bat? And I said it to you. I was like, maybe they got to take him out because he looked so awful, and he wound up hitting a big home run.
I was like, this could be his Kirk Gibson moment. He had that. That was that, and then I don't know what Max Muncy. I don't know what that.
That was an error at third base. He missed the ball, and then
and you and I were just talking off the air. You were saying, he's not the best third base third baseman. He has these moments where you're like, what was that? All right, Shaun King on the way. We'll talk some football with him right now, 877-99 on Fox. Taking a few calls just about the Dolphins and the dumpster fire that they are now. They fired the GM, Greer. Should they have fired McDaniels? I say yes. Rob says keep him through the end of the year. What say you? Who we got?
Jason in Florida. You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Jason?
Hey, guys. How are you?
Doing
What's
great.
up, Jason?
I just have a question. Why in sports, and particularly the NFL, is the sunken cost fallacy so accepted? The idea that you put so much money into something that you have to keep doing it because eventually you're going to be due for like a good investment that's going to come back and benefit you.
It's not everybody, because we saw that with Russell Wilson in Denver. They bit the bullet.
Oh,
right?
they did. They did. Good point.
It has been done. I mean, some teams will be willing to do it, but for the most part, most teams, once you make that financial commitment, you don't want to do it because it's going to, if you don't have a quarterback or you don't have a rookie quarterback like they were able to do in Denver, you know what I mean, where he's not making any money and you can kind of offset it. But it puts you in a real tough spot, Jason. That's all. It can be done.
Yeah, I mean, I understand, you can't trade him because who's going to take on that big contract, and it's more financially viable just to keep him on. But why do you have to play him? I mean, I know Quinn Ewers isn't the best quarterback, but I mean, it's still something you should lose.
Hey,
so you're saying that he should be making $40 million not playing? Is that what you want to do?
There you go, Rob.
If he's going to continue to stink, he's going to get paid regardless whether or not he plays.
No, listen, you're not wrong. But you're wrong, meaning your ideology isn't, but their thought process is, well, dang it, I'm going to get my money's worth.
Right.
Even if you suck, you're going to go out there and take these licks, throw these interceptions. Shoot, you might look so bad, it makes it easier for me to have to bench you or something. I can say, look, I gave him a shot, look how bad he was. But they don't want to waste money. And also, too, a lot of these ownership groups, they aren't interested, like, they don't want to put up some of the money. If they can get away with some of the things and attempt to win but don't have to go all in, I think that's one of the great things people don't understand. Not all these owners are going all out to try to win. There's a handful that are A-okay with their situation because the NFL is still printing out money for them.
All right, thanks, Jason. Appreciate it. O'Neill in Canada. You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, O'Neill?
Hey, guys. First time, long time.
Appreciate you, my man.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for
Thank
calling in, man. We really appreciate it.
I'll be really quick. The thing with the GM is he started in 2000 as a scout for them.
Yep.
Kept his loyalty and kept getting promoted, and then he became GM. So I feel bad about him having, but 25-year run with one franchise.
Yeah, no, that's an incredible run.
That's actually a good run.
Yeah, especially when they haven't been making the playoffs, with enough regularity to feel good about it.
Yeah.
So Stephen Ross kept them around.
So I feel bad for them firing that brother, but that brother worked there for 25 years, so
yeah,
it is what it is, and they paid him out and kicked him out.
How you feeling tonight about the Blue Jays, real quick? Feeling good?
I'm just praying.
Yeah.
I'm praying. And then the evil empire can have next year, but let us have this year.
Yeah, I hear you.
Empire. Here you go.
I was liking him until he said that.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I don't know what God he prays to. I don't know if he's praying to the Justin Fields God.
I'm quoting what Rob said one episode is, are they the new evil empire?
Right.
So
they are. It's not the Yankees anymore. I don't even think what did the Yankees have? The third highest payroll? It was like the Mets, Dodgers, Yankees, right? Mets had a higher payroll than the Dodgers.
Man, the Yankees better cut it out. I don't know what we're going to do.
Thanks
with
a
the
lot,
Dodgers
O'Neill.
now.
Thanks.
I don't know. Hal Steinbrenner. It's the Dodgers, man. They got to relax spending all this money. Shut up.
Let's do it real quick. Brian in Dallas, you're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Brian?
Hey, brothers. How y'all doing tonight?
Doing great.
Doing
How
good.
are you?
Great. Parker, I got to tell you, Rod, you're dead wrong on this. But I think it's only because you forgot a few things, right?
Okay, I'm listening.
First of all, the fact that they're holding on, like y'all just mentioned, they held on to the GM this long.
No. The coach. They fired the GM this morning.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Well, the GM they did, like y'all talked about his tenure, how long he was with the team.
Right.
So they didn't they don't make quick moves, but yet when they came to Flores, this is like validating everything Flores said, because they sure got him out of there quick, right? And he was a much better coach than McDaniel. McDaniel. Now, here's the deal. I'm trying to say this without jumping to my point too quickly. I don't just not like McDaniel. I think he's a weasel, okay? And here's why. We all saw, it's like y'all are forgetting about this, man. Tua is ruined. We all saw on Sunday when this young man, this human being, somebody's son, stumbled off the field with a concussion. And this coach, who has never taken an NFL or even probably college or high school hit in his life, covered it up, and they ran him back out there on the Thursday, and he was laying there catatonic, and he hadn't been the same since. And this speaks, I believe, to the weakness of the NFL PA because they should have raised enough, you-know-what, to get him up out of here. I don't like the man, and I think players don't trust him either. He got to go.
Okay, that's valid, but I think you're right about the Players Association. That's one of the biggest issues.
We know
is that they don't have any power. It's bad, and they don't care about the players' health. I say that with true conviction. I don't believe they care. I don't. They want to make as much money as they can, pay the players as little as they can. That's what they not have to pay health care, terrible pension, and all the NFL does is print money. That's what happens. We got to go. Thanks for the call.
Yeah, appreciate the call. Yeah, we got to go. Everybody, thank you for the call as always. Good stuff. Shaun King on the way right now. We got Steve DeSager going to get you set on what's trending.
Game 6 of the World Series is underway at Toronto. Scoreless top of the second on Fox TV. Yoshinobu Yamamoto, the LA starter, against the Blue Jays. Kevin Gausman, who is dealing already. That splitter is not getting touched. He struck out all three batters in the first. In the second, he got a Mookie Betts ground out. Betts moved down to fourth in the lineup for tonight. Then he struck out the next hitter. Blue Jays up 3-2 in the World Series. Blue Jays DH, George Springer, did return, led off tonight. Seemed to be struggling with the health at the plate. He had injured himself on a swing and missed a couple of games this week. Bo Bichette batting cleanup tonight and playing second base. The Dolphins parted ways with general manager Chris Greer, but head coach Mike McDaniel will stay for this year at least. Miami is 2-7. Greer had worked for the Dolphins since 2000. Miami's 25 years without a playoff win is the longest active streak in the NFL. The 49ers will start quarterback Mac Jones again. Quarterback Brock Purdy is questionable with a toe injury, and wide receiver for San Francisco Ricky Pearsall is out again with his knee injury. Quarterback for the Falcons Michael Penix will start this weekend. He's off the injury report, as are Drake London and Kyle Pitts. Quarterback of the Panthers, Bryce Young, after a sprained ankle, will start this weekend. He's off the injury report, and backup quarterback Andy Dalton listed as questionable with a thumb injury. Washington quarterback Jaden Daniels will return Sunday night after a hamstring injury. Commanders wide receiver Terry McLaurin is out. He re-aggravated his quad injury last game. Quarterback of the Cardinals, Kyler Murray, was still limited in practice today, foot injury. Bears running back DeAndre Swift out this weekend with a groin injury. In the NHL today, Colorado a 4-2 winner at Vegas. To the NBA, Luka Doncic back for the Lakers tonight. They start up in an hour at Memphis. He's been out this week with a sprained finger and bruised leg. Anthony Davis of Dallas will miss at least 2 games with a strained calf. His team plays in Mexico City tomorrow night. The late game tonight will have the Clippers hosting a New Orleans team that's lost 4 in a row. Philadelphia is 4-0 this season, but they're trailing at home now. Boston 72-65 over Philly in the third quarter of play. So far, we've got 21 points from Jaylen Brown of the Celtics. And we do have college football tonight. Memphis at halftime, ranked 25th, is leading 31-7 at Rice. Syracuse now up 10-3 on North Carolina early second quarter. A Tar Heels loss would put them at 0-4 in the ACC. Back to you.
All right, Steve, thank you. Our couple, Rob and Kelvin. On a funky flashback Friday, aches and pains can keep sneaking up during the holiday hustle and bustle, but Aleve can help you forget the pain and help you make some happy memories instead with just one pill. Aleve provides up to 12 hours of body pain relief so you can keep it moving. Use as directed. We're about to be down with the king. That's right, Shaun King now, former NFL quarterback, Fox Sports Radio NFL analyst, real Shaun King on X. Shaun, what up, bruh?
All good in the hood, baby. Oh, Canada.
My man, I know Gausman is dealing. My goodness gracious. He struck out.
He's dealing? Why Yoshinobu ain't dealing?
Well, he struck out 5 of the 6 people that he faced. That's why.
Man, they ain't looking. They look awful.
Shaun,
right now.
am I right? You looking at it? 5 of the first 6 he struck out.
I'm watching it. It's going to be a pitcher's duel, it looks like, tonight.
Man.
Yeah, that is true. Well,
I know,
let me tell you, Shaun.
Sean picked the Blue Jays, too, like me.
I did.
So y'all both can be wrong. Take that. All right, Shaun. Well, actually, because you are a baseball guy, real quick, any other thought on the game before we move to football?
I have no other thoughts. I actually took the third baseman from the Dodgers.
Muncy.
I took Muncy to have a big game at the plate, and he struck out his first at bat. So I think I'm wrong there.
Okay.
He ain't having a good one at third base right now.
Yeah.
With that air.
Hey, let's go to Miami and what happened. Let's go there first. General manager out, but the coach they want to keep just till the rest of the season, and then I'm sure he'll be out. What do you make of that? Should he have been fired as well as the general manager at the same time?
I would say yes, but a lot of it comes down to, does it really matter? I mean, if they fire him, he still gets paid. They're going to make a guy the interim, but I think the writing's on the wall, right? Him and Greer were kind of attached at the hip. He was Greer's hire. They both checked the box off on Tua's contract extension. So I think ultimately it's going to happen, but I'm not a big fan of firing the coach mid-season. I don't know what that accomplishes.
Yeah, I would let him go, but I understand your point this season. But I'm just disappointed that offensive, it'd be different. You know, I liken it to, fellas, D'Amico Ryan. The offense is bad. We know they got the 28th ranked offensive line, so C.J. Stroud's running for his life. But that defense has kept them in game for 2 years now. And you can say, I know D'Amico's a good coach. We got to figure out this offense. McDaniels, the offense is supposed to be what he does, and they're terrible right now. So they're struggling. Only 6 points last night. That's the disappointment for me, Shaun, is that at least if I could have something that I'm hanging my hat on with him where I could say, dang it, if we get the defense right or this, nothing looks good. Locker room's messed up. Him and Tua are beefed out, so nothing looks good to me.
I just think McDaniels was a bad hire. I think when you get caught up in lineage, you have to make sure that the guy had the responsibility that goes with the title. And even though McDaniel was the OC in San Francisco, Shanahan calls those plays. But I think because of the success McVay's guys have had, they thought it just would spill over. But obviously, being a head coach in the National Football League is not about scheme. It's not about play calling. It's about being able to motivate men week in and week out, to chase a higher goal than just individual success. And I think when you watch the Dolphins, that's probably where McDaniel has failed the most.
How about that 70 points when they scored a couple years ago? Was that 2 seasons ago? Right, it wasn't last year. Wasn't it the year before? Or
2 seasons. 2 seasons ago.
What'd you make of that? Was that just an anomaly, or because at that time people looked at Tua, looked at McDaniel,
Tyreek
said,
Hill.
"Wow, yeah, look at what they got going."
Waddle.
Well, I mean, everybody has their night, right? Like you go to the bar, it's a bunch of tens in there, and everything you say makes sense and makes them laugh.
That sounds sounds like my nights, most nights.
Right,
yeah,
right, but not many guys can go in there consistently and accomplish the same thing. So I think they had their moment. I think what they were running was kind of new to the National Football League. You saw a lot of success early, but as teams got more film, I think you've seen it's harder to duplicate. All of the gimmick, handoff, misdirection, throw the ball in rhythm, on time. The only way to create explosive plays, you see, it's harder to do that. Once they get more film on you. So he hadn't been able to adjust. He hadn't been able to take the offense to the next level, and that's why it gets stagnant a lot of times. Plus, I just think they bought into the wrong quarterback. I just think from a skill set trait standpoint, Tua is so limited. What is he elite at? I mean, not size, not arm talent, not athleticism, not even personality. Like when you hear him talk, he kind of alienates himself from the team. So yeah. I just think they hitched their train to the wrong wagon.
All right, Kelvin, let me just jump in here too. Last night, one more. We saw Lamar Jackson get back, 72% completion, 4 touchdowns. What did you see last night? His first game back.
Well, the Ravens are dangerous. I tell people this. 17 games is a long season. Mathematically, look at what the Ravens can still end up if they can get rolling. So I was never one that kind of gave up on the Ravens. I just think they needed a reset. I think they got so many guys that are so accomplished that are already gotten big paydays. You get a little complacent. And they got off the details. If you go look at those losses, they were really the better team for the majority of those games. They just mismanaged and mishandled the fourth quarters. So, I don't know if moving the ping pong tables was the magic touch, but they look a lot more. They look a lot more focused now. and they still got one of the top 3-4 rosters in the league, 1 through 22.
Yep. Hey, Shaun King, our guest here in the Odd Couple, Rob and Kelvin on a Funky Flashback Friday. I want to stay in that same division. It's a big week for the Pittsburgh Steelers, Shaun, because they're going to be hosting the Indianapolis Colts, who are 7-1, Steelers 4-3. They lose, they go to 4-4. What do you make of them throughout the rest of the season?
That'd be a big one.
Right, but I'm saying that would be a big one for sure. You got the Bengals, who aren't out of this thing all of a sudden with Joe Flacco. You got the resurgence of the Ravens now with Lamar back. What do you make of the Steelers in this game? This is a big one for them.
I think the Steelers are the Steelers, right? Don't they do this every year? Like, It's kind of their operating procedure, you know. They hover around 400. They win a couple games late. They end up 9-8, 10-7. You know, depending on if it's 16 or 17 game season, they're right there. You know, so I don't think they're a complete team. I think
their defense is bad.
Yeah, their defense isn't playing at a high level. But to me, the more egregious move was letting Pickens go. And I know Pickens had his issues, but it really was their lack of consistency at quarterback, I think, that created him. Because since he's got the Dallas with Dak and he's getting the ball, you don't hear anything about Pickens off the field.
That's true.
And so I think when you made the decision that you were going with Rodgers, which obviously they did way before the deal was announced, based on how they operated this offseason, based on how they operated on draft day, I think internally you should have said, let's see what we can be with Pickens and DK Metcalf.
Yeah.
That would be scary with Aaron Rodgers. That would have been a scary tandem.
I know. Real quick, Bills, Chiefs, just what are you looking for in that game? Chiefs have been beating up on some easy teams. The Bills, this should probably be – should we look at this as some sort of measuring stick for both teams?
I think Bills in a landslide. That's just because how the NFL is. Every time we think we've found the team that's at the forefront of this season, they lay an egg. Right. And I think the Bills I think they're coming off a bye, if I'm not mistaken. It's in Buffalo. I wouldn't be surprised if the Bills win comfortably by 10 or more.
Okay.
All right. I disagree with you, Shaun, but I also get your point. Just when you think a team is up.
Yeah, you like the Dodgers, too, so you like
There you go. You know that.
Canada.
Very nice,
Hey, Shay, I never wanted the Dodgers to win so much in my life now.
Yes.
All right. Shaun, thank you, brother.
Thanks,
we'll do it
Shaun.
again
Have
next
a good
week.
weekend.
All right. We got to talk about the Spurs and what they did. They did something. We've all enjoyed Wemby because everyone knows it's Wemby, but they were wilding last night. We'll tell you what they did. It's the Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio.
I'm convinced.
What are you convinced about, Rob?
That one of the storylines that a lot of people are excited about will not come to fruition, will be a spectacular disaster, will not happen, and will be a fail.
What you talking about, Willis?
That's Kevin Durant and the whole era in Houston, and that they're going to the finals, and he's the missing piece, and they had the young pieces, they have the coach, and all that other stuff. I think the West is extremely tough, number one.
That's true.
Number two, I don't know if his showing up in Houston changes the dynamics of the young team and what they had going, because he's such a great player, and there's no way that you keep playing the same way when you add him to the mix. And then number three is we've seen this guy get hurt without contact. I don't know if we can trust him to stay healthy for an entire season. And lastly, this will be the third stop where his train derailed. This is just who he is, and the idea that he's a vagabond and he's just going to go to team. Like, seriously, Kevin Durant has been on so many teams that there isn't really a team that you should, erect a statue or have him attached to. Like, he's been to too many teams. And I'm the last two stops, brutal. The one in Phoenix where everybody was ready to crown them. Oh, my God, who are you going to stop? Devin Booker and KD and this and that. disaster, did not work out, and unfortunately, I believe it will not happen in Houston as well.
Like Charlie Murphy said when he was doing the sketch on Dave Chappelle, so wrong. Let me tell you why you're wrong. You listed 2 to 3 reasons why it's going to work. So, number one, when you start to look at the statistics for the Houston Rockets and what they did bad or what they did good, let's start with the shooting. The main reason why they struggled against teams was offensively they didn't have a go-to bucket getter. And they also struggled from 3. They were near the bottom of the league in the three-point shooting. They were near the bottom of the league in free throw shooting. And they were near the bottom.
Three-point shooter now?
Yeah, one of the greatest ever. 50, 90, 40 pretty much every year. And in field goal percentage, they were also low as well. And clutch three-point percentage, they were only 24%. So they're very low when you needed a bucket, you needed a shot, you needed to knock down free throws. You literally bring in the best guy aside from maybe Stephen. He might even be better when you come to the mid-range as far as getting me a shot, whether it be mid-range, three-pointers, free throws, it doesn't matter. So you bring that guy in, a 7-foot walking bucket. So that's where I disagree. It's a perfect fit. You brought up Phoenix. Let me tell you why Phoenix was a horrible fit. Because Phoenix had the same guy. Bradley Beal doesn't do much unless he's got the ball in his hand. Devin Booker, quality player as far as he can distribute the ball a little bit, but he's best.
That failed before Bradley Beal got there.
But there he's best
before he got there.
Because there's my other point coming up. They had 3 guys who all need the ball to score, and they couldn't do much. Not great assistment. They're not great down defenders. Not going to say, hey, tonight I'm going to get 12 points and get 12 rebounds. That's just not what they did. Houston has that. They got guys who all I want to do is play defense. They got guys who all I want to do is muck up the game, play hard. Other guys who I'm going to drive the basket. So it's actually a much better fit. The reason why when they had Devin Booker and Kevin Durant, it didn't work, they didn't have any depth. They gave up all their depth to acquire Kevin Durant. Houston, that's what they have, so much so that they might be able to sustain. This is the hardest part for them to me. They lose Fred Van Vliet.
Easy for you to
I know,
say.
right? Fred Van Vliet is a big-time loss because of veteran presence, big shooter, shot maker, and just that kind of guy who can calm the offense. Losing him is big. I'll give you that. The only point you made that I will concede and give you is Kevin Durant's health over the last 5-6 years. He has been known to miss a game, miss some parts of a season, miss a third of a season.
Oh, you act like you poo-pooing that?
No, I'm with you on that. So I'm saying that part, there is an issue, you're concerned with that. I'll give you that. But as far as just quality of the player, fit, to me it's perfect fit. The guy they need. They got Amin Thompson, who's going to be probably an all-star this year or next. You got Şengün, who's one of the better post bigs down low.
Have you looked at the division, the Western Conference?
Oh, the conference is lit. I told you that.
Okay.
No, the conference is
So
packed.
you have them. You got the Rockets going to the finals.
No, the Rockets go to the finals. I think I'm not quite there yet to see what's what. But no, I'm saying I fully expect them to be a good, very good team and hard to beat.
No, that's not why.
They got the perfect mix.
But that's not why they brought him on, and that's why you missed my point. My point is you don't bring Kevin Durant to your team to be a good team and to be in the mix.
Boys, it's the Odd Couple, Rob, Kelvin, keeping you updated as well. We got the Game 6 of the World Series. It's currently 0-0.
But
Top
wait a
of the
minute.
third.
7 strikeouts in the first 8 outs of the game for the Dodgers. But they got a little thing going.
They got something.
First and second, 2 outs. Here's a chance. You need a hit with a runners in scoring position. And Will Smith is up.
Rob, because this is come on now.
This is unbelievable, to be honest. At some
They
point,
got the last 2 starting pitchers for the Blue Jays look like Nolan Ryan and Sandy Koufax.
Right, combined. My God.
What the heck?
It's
My
a home run,
goodness.
3-run home run. Oh, double. 2 runs. So they finally get a 2-out.
It better be bases clearing.
Oh, he didn't score?
That's just one.
Why not?
And that was dumb.
Wait a minute, only one? Because I'm a few seconds behind you guys with this stream.
He went to that's crazy. He went to the farthest point. Oh my God.
With 2 outs, you're running.
And he hit that hard too. Oh my God.
Who didn't score?
Ohtani didn't score. He's at third base.
Score. That was.
Oh, they got to show the his run.
He
his
could.
start.
He must have stopped.
Yeah.
There's no reason to stop. It's
dropping.
2 outs.
Yeah, there was 2 outs. He shouldn't have stopped.
He's way too fast for that too. It's not like you said Max Muncy or something.
Wow. I thought for sure that was 2 runs. Wow.
Same here.
That's a waste. If they only come away with one,
I'm
Blue
going to be
Jays
very
will take
upset.
that any day.
All right, well, at least they got on the board. My God, because they struck
Yeah.
out every time, and they finally got a clutch hit. Will Smith in the number 2 hole.
Will Smith and Teoscar tonight. Those are the
Will
two guys.
Smith 4 for 6 with runners in scoring position. The Dodgers, the rest of the team, 3 for 26. How about
Yeah, that's
that?
the guy. Him and Teoscar
Wow.
Hernandez are the two guys that I got my eye on today. You would think it would be some other bigger names, but Teoscar and Will, the two guys when you need. But hey,
let's
so
do this.
with that being said, we'll keep an eye on this score. Keep you updated if you get another run or not. If Gausman gets out the inning. I brought up Wemby because the Spurs, he's been fantastic. Everybody's talking about it. He's been the rave of the NBA, and the Spurs are now 5-0, the first time in their franchise history. Listen to how they reacted after going 5-0 last night.
You guys have set a franchise record tonight. 5-0, undefeated. You guys are living the dream right now. How does that feel?
Feels incredible. This is years of work for all of us. And now we're finally trying to get the maturity and to get actual wins. So it feels great.
Rob, all right. Now everyone knows it's Wemby. We're all in and
knows it's Wemby.
Boom, boom, boom. We know that, but Wemby and the Spurs might be doing a little bit too much right now. If you saw the clip of it, the fans are still there. He's on the mic. He's grabbing the mic, addressing the crowd. You would feel like, okay, they've won the Western Conference Finals or headed to the NBA Finals. Like, that's what it felt like. It felt like they're 5-0, which is huge. Way to start a season with a very, very, very young squad. But am I tripping or are they doing a little too much
No,
right now?
you're not tripping. They're doing too much. And here's the part that's crazy. This is a franchise that's won, 5 championships? And they're acting brand new? Like all that Tim Duncan has done. Tim Duncan won 5 out of 6. He was a missed free throw away.
You're right. Or a rebound, yeah.
Right. Away from Tim Duncan being 6 for 6 like Michael Jordan. And you're celebrating like you're 5-0 to start an NBA season. Come on. They're better than this.
I mean, if you see their fans ain't left the building. They're there like they're about to get the free T-shirts that said Western Conference champions. I mean, they're going crazy. He's on the mic. Yo, Adrian, if I can do it, you can do it. Everyone can do it. Like,
hey, let's say this right here real quick.
Yeah.
Mookie has left 24 guys on base.
Hey, stay focused. We're talking
Wait a
about
minute.
Wemby right now. Okay?
And the Dodgers are 0 for 13 with runners.
Your bro's up, though. Come on.
This is his
No,
moment.
I'm just saying. Yeah. This is the moment that
he needs to redeem himself.
Right, that Mookie needs to. And again,
even if he
needs
walks
a single.
Even if he walks right here,
That's
he's
true,
redeemed
but,
himself.
But I'd rather he needs a single.
No, he needs a hit.
I don't think
they're
they're throwing in the zone at all right here. I don't think they're throwing in the zone.
What do you mean? The bases are loaded. They're not trying to walk him. They're hoping he hits the ball hard at somebody. This is a big moment in the game right here. It really is.
It is.
Wow.
Yes.
This could be what determines the game. I know it's early.
Because you might look back and say, why didn't Ohtani score? And he left the bases loaded. Yeah. You let a good pitcher wiggle out of a jam early, and then they could find their rhythm. We saw it with Snell after the first, 2 home runs in the first inning. So it's a moment.
We'll keep you updated on what happens here with Mookie coming up in a bit here. Stay with us. Fox Sports Radio.
I'm convinced.
What are you convinced about, Rob?
That one of the storylines that a lot of people are excited about will not come to fruition, will be a spectacular disaster, will not happen, and will be a fail.
What you talking about, Willis?
That's Kevin Durant and the whole era in Houston, and that they're going to the finals, and he's the missing piece, and they had the young pieces, they have the coach, and all that other stuff. I think the West is extremely tough, number one.
That's true.
Number two, I don't know if his showing up in Houston changes the dynamics of the young team and what they had going, because he's such a great player, and there's no way that you keep playing the same way when you add him to the mix. And then number 3 is we've seen this guy get hurt without contact. I don't know if we can trust him to stay healthy for an entire season. And lastly, this will be the 3rd stop where his train derailed. This is just who he is, and the idea that he's a vagabond and he's just going to go to team. Like, seriously, Kevin Durant has been on so many teams that there isn't really a team that you should, like, erect a statue or have him attached to. Like, he's been to too many teams. And I'm the last 2 stops, brutal. The one in Phoenix where everybody was ready to crown them. Oh, my God, who are you going to stop? Devin Booker and KD and this and that. Disaster. Did not work out. And unfortunately, I believe it will not happen in Houston as well.
Like Charlie Murphy said when he was doing the sketch on Dave Chappelle. So wrong. Let me tell you why you're wrong. You listed 2 to 3 reasons why it's going to work. So, number 1, when you start to look at the statistics for the Houston Rockets and what they did bad or what they did good. Let's start with the shooting. The main reason why they struggled against teams was offensively they didn't have a go-to bucket getter. And they also struggled from 3. They were near the bottom of the league in the three-point shooting. They were near the bottom of the league in free throw shooting. And they were near the bottom.
Three-point shooter now?
Yeah, one of the greatest ever. 50, 90, 40 pretty much every year. And in field goal percentage, they were also low as well. And clutch three-point percentage, they were only 24%. So they're very low when you needed a bucket, you needed a shot, you needed to knock down free throws. You literally bring in the best guy aside from maybe Stephen. He might even be better when you come to the mid-range as far as getting me a shot, whether it be mid-range, three-pointers, free throws, it doesn't matter. So you bring that guy in, a 7-foot walking bucket. So that's where I disagree. It's a perfect fit. You brought up Phoenix. Let me tell you why Phoenix was a horrible fit. Because Phoenix had the same guy. Bradley Beal doesn't do much unless he's got the ball in his hand. Devin Booker, quality player as far as he can distribute the ball a little bit, but he's best.
That failed before Bradley Beal got there.
But there he's best
before he got there.
Because there's my other point coming up. They had 3 guys who all need the ball to score, and they couldn't do much. Not great assistment. They're not great down defenders. Not going to say, hey, tonight I'm going to get 12 points and get 12 rebounds. That's just not what they did. Houston has that. They got guys who all I want to do is play defense. They got guys who all I want to do is muck up the game, play hard. Other guys who I'm going to drive the basket. So it's actually a much better fit. The reason why when they had Devin Booker and Kevin Durant, it didn't work, they didn't have any depth. They gave up all their depth to acquire Kevin Durant. Houston, that's what they have, so much so that they might be able to sustain. This is the hardest part for them to me. They lose Fred Van Vliet.
Easy for you to
I know,
say.
right? Fred Van Vliet is a big-time loss because of veteran presence, big shooter, shot maker, and just that kind of guy who can calm the offense. Losing him is big. I'll give you that. The only point you made that I will concede and give you is Kevin Durant's health over the last 5-6 years. He has been known to miss a game, miss some parts of a season, miss a third of a season.
Oh, you act like you poo-pooing that?
I'm with you on that. So I'm saying that part, there is an issue, you're concerned with that. I'll give you that. But as far as just quality of the player, fit, to me it's perfect fit. The guy they need. They got Amin Thompson, who's going to be probably an all-star this year or next. You got Şengün, who's one of the better post bigs down low.
Have you looked at the division, the Western Conference?
Oh, the conference is lit. I told you that.
Okay.
No, the conference is
So
packed.
you have them. You got the Rockets going to the finals.
No, the Rockets go to the finals. I'm not quite there yet to see what's what. But no, I'm saying I fully expect them to be.
Bottom of the 3rd inning on Fox TV. This is Game 6 of the World Series. Blue Jays leading 3-2. Kevin Gausman was mowing him down tonight. Toronto starter had struck out 7 of the first 9 batters he faced to start the game. And still, LA winds up with 3 runs in the 3rd, all after a 2-out intentional walk to Shohei Ohtani. Right after that, Will Smith, an RBI double after a walk. Mookie Betts, who'd been slumping badly, hit a 2-run single. It's 3-0 LA. Yoshinobu Yamamoto on the mound, bottom of the third inning. The Dolphins parted ways with general manager Chris Greer today, but head coach Mike McDaniel will stay for this year at least. To the NBA scoreboard, the Celtics go to the fourth quarter, leading at Philadelphia 89-82. Philadelphia 4-0 this year. NHL, Colorado won at Vegas 4-2. I'm Steve DeSager.
I've been covering this league since 1987.
Can this sports writer and this sports fan share a radio show without driving each other crazy? Now, live from the Fox Sports Radio studios, here's Fox Sports Radio's Odd Couple, Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington.
It is the Odd Couple, hour number 3. And I guess we're going to have a ball game here tonight. I just got a leadoff double by the Blue Jays. Here we go after 3-0 by the Dodgers. It is the Odd Couple on a funky Flashback Friday. Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington, hour number 3. And if you missed any of today's show, you'll want to catch the podcast today. It'll be posted right after we get off the air. Be sure to check out the podcast. Rated at least 5 stars.
That's right.
You could even provide a review again. Just search Odd Couple wherever you get your podcast, and you'll find today's full show and a best-of version as well right after we get off the air. Don't forget, last call, pigskin pickoff. We'll do all that and much more in this final hour of the program. Calvin, how you feeling in this so far?
It's a good one.
3-0.
This is what you want, man. If you're
far
a baseball
from over
fan.
this game. It's far from over. It's so
Oh
early.
my gosh!
Yeah.
Listen, if there was a team that the Dodgers know is far from over, it's the daggone Blue Jays. The way they get runs, the way they hit the ball up and through that lineup. So, for the Dodgers, it's just great for them to have some early run support for Yamamoto, so that he can be a human being.
Right.
He can be a human being, Rob, which means not be your best all the time. Meaning he might give up a couple and still feel like they're in this game. So that has to be great for them. And if you're Dave Roberts, look, where'd you move Mookie? To clean up? He cleaned up. Coincidence, luck, good fortune, whatever. The move ended up paying off thus far.
All the numbers were against him, and he came through, and he needed it. That was it. And he looked bad on the 2-strike swing, right? It looked like he threw it by him, like he wasn't, couldn't catch up to it.
Yep.
And he came inside again with that pitch, and he was able to pull it into left field, get 2 runs in, a 2-out clutch 2-out hit. And it's 3-0, man on second, 1 out. Yamamoto just struck out Clement, I think. I think that's what was up, right? All right, so there we are as we get ready for it's the third inning now and the final hour of this program. Shay, we got a big football game coming up this weekend,
Might
right?
be the biggest of the week.
Yeah, of all the teams out there. What we got?
Yeah, man, we got it all. We got Chiefs, Bills, the moment that every NFL fan waits for almost every season. It seems like it's what we wait for as the media because we have so much to talk about from implications, quarterbacks, and people. Obviously, Chiefs-Bills is a little different than most years. They both haven't really started off the way that most expected. The Patriots are starting, or not the Patriots, the Chiefs off the back of Patrick Mahomes are starting to pick it up, and the Bills are coming off a bye. Who do you guys see standing on top after this week? Rob?
Kelvin, you can start.
Well, I think for me, this game means more for the Bills because I think the Chiefs feel like if you're looking at the Chiefs, they're saying we're heading in the right direction. We know what we are. There's this genius that does a show called The Odd Couple, Kelvin Washington, who said it weeks ago that the offense was about to get cracking again and look like what they looked like years past. Not exactly, but way better than the last few years. And that's what they've done. Patrick Mahomes has put himself an MVP candidate leading right now, and also the team leading the odds of winning a Super Bowl. So I think the Chiefs feel good about their positions. To Shay's point, the Bills were all kind of like, I want more from them. I want them to dominate more. I want to be more assured of what they are as a team. And so what's interesting is you go into this game where the Bills, Josh Allen, he's now 4-1 in the regular season. So he's dominated the Chiefs. So the Chiefs can say, we've been here before. Y'all beat us in the regular season. What's the big deal? Because the Chiefs are 4-0, Mahomes against Allen in the postseason. So this will be the 10th time that they have matched up. So to me, the Chiefs are heading in the right direction. The offense is going. The defense is still good. And I think they feel confident going into this. But ultimately also knowing we know where we're headed. We know what we are. The Bills, to me, I think is more interesting. We don't know exactly what they are. Can they continue to run the ball? Can their defense continue to be good? Can they be where Josh Allen is good or solid and they still win a game? I don't know that I've seen that right now. Can James Cook be relied upon where they run him the ball more? Will another couple of receivers step up? And that's the difference to me right now, Rob, where I don't fully know what the Bills are. They don't look as complete as a lot of us thought coming into this season. And the Chiefs are starting to peak at the right time.
Yeah, I think this is big for the Chiefs. They need it because I think that their season has been so far fugazi. If you look at who they've beaten.
Fugazi?
Look at their wins, okay? Or I'll tell you, look at their losses. They lost to the Chargers. They lost to Philadelphia. They lost to Jacksonville. And when you look at their wins, they beat the Giants, the bad Ravens when they were giving up 40 points a game, right?
Yeah, the defense was bad then.
They beat Washington without Jaden Daniels, and they beat the Raiders. I know they're on the schedule, but this is why I want to see what's happened here. Oh, yeah, and they beat the Lions. That was probably their only one. And the Blue Jays are on the board. 2-out clutch hit by guess who? George Springer.
Kirk Gibson.
Unbelievable. That's a big hit.
Joe Carter.
Like the goal when your team scores, what's the goal? Is to have that clean inning the next inning, a shutdown inning.
Yep.
And Yamamoto, who's been, doesn't give up more than one run a game, in a 2-out situation, gives up the 2-out knock, and it's 3-1. So there's life in the Blue Jays.
Remember we had that conversation, Rob? I think it was earlier this week where we were saying George Springer, I think it was foul or fair maybe last week. But the point was, where is he ranking the pantheons of hitters? And we said, it was specifically with the Blue Jays, but we all agreed, dude, he's up there. This dude in Blue Jays, Astros, he just makes big hits. And he's turned around and made himself a heck of a career and a heck of a postseason career.
I agree. And that's a big hit. It really is. It doesn't seem like, it's still down 3-1. But if Yamamoto comes out, you know what I mean, and mows them down, you might be like, this is going to be a long night. That's a clutch 2-out hit.
Listen,
cuts
one
into
run
the lead.
With that
yes.
team, you Vladdy hits a 2-run home run. Now you're right back in it.
Yep. So there you go. Big hit there. I'm just saying, Kelvin, playing Buffalo, and I get it, regular season compared to the playoffs. We can't play the playoffs now. It's the regular season. So I want to see. I wasn't that impressed with them against Washington. No Jaden Daniels, right? Marcus Mariota, quarterback. Mahomes had a couple of picks. They scored, 28 points, but it wasn't like they overwhelmed them or Washington turned the ball over a couple times, I think, in the red zone where they had a chance to, get into the game or be close to scoring. I wasn't that impressed with that win, 28-7. They won comfortably, but I want to see them against Buffalo. And in Buffalo, you heard Shaun King earlier thinks that this could be a wipeout for Buffalo, up in Buffalo coming off a bye. How will this matter to you depending on the game? If they get blown out, just say they don't, they get blown out in Buffalo, would that just be a scheduled game? You know what I mean? Where sometimes
I think listen. This ain't the 15-2 Chiefs in the sense of you can waste one, right? They can't. They're
definitely not
game.
The 15-2 Chiefs.
Right. So they have to win the game. They should want to win the game, I should say. I still believe if they lose, they're fine because, again, I think they're treading in the right direction. But they should want to win. They should look at this and say, yeah, we ultimately always beat them in the postseason, but it's okay to smack little brother up even in the regular season and say, nah, close but no cigar. Y'all cute, but y'all ain't us. And that's, to me, how their approach should be. And again, also because you want to just continue to trend in this right direction. You want to get the reps going where Rasheed Rice more. You want to get the continuity of that offense explosive more. You want to get the defense to continue to be dominant. You want to find out if they can ever have a running game. And again, to me, if you're the Bills, you got to show that, man, listen, if Josh Allen is solid to good, can we win a game? Because he has to be insane for them to win a game. The Chiefs have proven over the last couple of years, because last year Mahomes wasn't the greatest. They went 15-2. Now all of a sudden he's gotten his mojo back. They're winning games.
But they've lost more games than last year when he's playing better. Crazy.
Well, now that they've got it going the last about 4 or 5 weeks. And can the Bills, and this is why I can't pick them the Super Bowl. You want to, you see, oh man, because I just feel like if they were to go up against a healthy and good Ravens, Lamar is just too much. He can find a way to get it done. Plus, at the top, there's other guys. Derrick Henry can come to life. They got tight ends that can come to life. Their defense can make an opportunistic play. We already know Patrick Mahomes has been 4-0. He finds a way. Is it a Chargers team? Is it another AFC team? And that's the difference with the Bills. They have to prove that they are a more well-rounded team, and they just haven't been able to do that, in my opinion. It's just Superman Josh Allen or nothing.
No, I agree with you on that. It's going to be interesting. I'm looking forward to the game, actually. And I told
that's going to be a good one.
I'm into watching a game that I can, dig into and watch and not just solely flipping around. You know what I mean? I want to watch the entire game.
This is a 0 minute to 60-minute game.
Right? I want to watch the entire game. I want to see what's going on both sides here, where Buffalo is. Buffalo's kind of been under the radar. Wouldn't you say that after the first couple of wins?
Yeah, and that's because, Rob, their offense hasn't been as good as you would have thought it would be. The defense has had some weird games, some fluky games where you're kind of like, all right, why did we lose that one? Or why did you allow this other team to be so close? Like the loss to the Falcons, what was that?
Yeah, that game, that was a weird, right?
Yeah, that was a weird one. The Saints were in that game for a really long time. Remember the Dolphins? We talked about it on the air that day. I think it might have been a Monday night game. The Dolphins were in that game against the Bills for some time as well. So they've had, even in their wins, some wins where you're like, all right, that's a strange win. Like you won, but I didn't feel good about that. And I think that's why the Bills have kind of been, and they were getting dominated by the Ravens till the end. You know what I mean? And they snuck that one out. So I just think they haven't looked that great, which is why people aren't all in.
Right, and even in that game, if Derrick Henry doesn't fumble, they don't win that game.
That's what I'm saying.
Right?
So I think that's the issue with the Bills is you're just kind of like.
And they gave up 40 at home. 40 at home to open the season. Let's not forget that.
I mean, Lamar be doing that, but.
Yeah.
So
all right,
but I look forward to it. It's gonna be a good one.
877-99 on Fox. A couple things. Who needs it more? The Chiefs, to prove that what they're doing is definitely real and not fugazi, or is it the Bills who are kind of like they're kind of falling off the radar, right? They're falling off the radar a little bit. Do they need to do this so people remember, yes, the Bills are still viable. They still have a chance. They're still trying to make noise, still trying to get to the Super Bowl. Where are you on this game? Who needs to win it more? I think the Chiefs do. I need to see if the Chiefs, who could easily, what if they lose? They would be 5-4. They'd have 4 losses, double the amount of losses that they had from a year ago. Double, which is crazy in 9 games. 877-99 on Fox. 877-996-6369. It is The Odd Couple on a Funky Flashback Friday. Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington, right here on Fox Sports Radio. And you know what you need to do. Stick and stay.
Unless you want the Chiefs to win every single year in the US of A.
I'm here to proclaim to all Los Angeles Dodger fans and all baseball fans in Baseball America that the Dodgers are officially dead. D-E-A-D. Dead. They are dead. I know people are saying, there's no way Mookie and Freddie and Ohtani's going to go out like this. They just have to win 2 games. They can win 2 games. They can turn it on, and they could, start getting some hits and all that. Have you watched them? That kid, that rookie, yesterday?
He got the perfect name, last name.
Savage?
Just take out the Just call him Savage.
Savage.
He was savage.
Boy, 12 strikeouts. And hitters 1 through 4, 1 for 15 with 8 strikeouts. Can I tell you, Kelvin, that 3 of those 4 hitters are en route to the Hall of Fame?
Mm-hmm.
The only guy is Will Smith, the catcher.
He's had a heck of a career.
Right, but you know what I mean.
Right.
But the other 3, Ohtani, Mookie, and Freddie, are en route to the Hall of Fame. This kid made mincemeat with them.
He did. Nobody can defend it. They can't defend it.
But I just, if you're buying into this idea that some magical switch is going to be flipped tomorrow, Friday, and all of a sudden they're going to get 10 runs and then they're going to cruise, win the next 2 games, I don't think you've watched this series at all. Because not only, and here's the saving grace, Yamamoto has been unbelievable. Yamamoto is going to pitch a no-hitter and save the Dodgers season. Kelvin, he can throw one bad pitch tomorrow, and it might cost him. That's how fragile the Dodgers offense is. Yamamoto gives up a 2-run bomb or a 3-run bomb. That's it in the game. An error, a walk, and somebody hits a 3-run bomb, and you say, that's it? That's all he gave up was the 1 home run. And the Dodgers might not be able to score 4 runs because they haven't been able to do it.
Look, the reality is you ain't lying. And you know me, I like to tell you when you're wrong. I like to yell at you. But you ain't wrong when you're right. And I think what has happened is the Dodgers starting pitching over the last month of the season prior to the postseason was a Sephora. Miss Mary Mac, it was a MAC counter. You know how the MAC counter get with the ladies, the makeup counter at MAC. You know how Sephora is with the ladies. It was a makeup that masked how bad their offense had been because they were so spectacular. Blake Snell was injured most of the year, got back into form. Yamamoto, who knows what his record would have been if he got some more run support. You know his throughout the season.
And there again is what I'm talking about.
And I'll give you that. So throughout the season, Yamamoto's record could have been, he might have been Cy Young.
He might have won 22
Seriously,
games.
and if he could get more run support. He got horrible, and the bullpen did him in so much throughout the season. Then you got Ohtani getting ready, going, and Glasnow gets back healthy. Point is, they masked the offensive woes. And one thing I've kept saying, while I picked the Dodgers, you got to at least give it to me. I kept it real. I said their offense has been terrible. They just have gotten timely hits. That's all I've said, meaning like they've been in these 2-2 games, and then they get Will Smith will hit the 1, or somebody will get a double or something, and then they'll win 3-1 or 3-2. And so I've been fully aware that the offense hadn't been great. They just gotten timely hits, which they haven't got as of recent. The reason why they're still in this thing is what you said. It's because of Yamamoto. He has been spectacular all season long, and he has to go again, and he's the guy. If there was, you could say, we're putting this entire team on your back in the whole city, it's him. He's gone complete games twice in this postseason. Might have to be thrice. And if he goes and does what he does, even if he gives up 2, you got a shot. If this were anyone else, I would be saying, man, Mary, cue up the song. It's all over. It's a wrap. But he gives them hope. And then once you get into Game 7, it's a crapshoot. Anything can happen. But he is the singular reason why I go, they've got a chance. He's been spectacular, 2 complete games. Maybe he doesn't go complete. Maybe he gives you 8. But he can do that. The offense has been disrespectful. The offense has to be offended. You look at it. Mookie was terrible this year except for the last month. Remember that? He had amazing. I think he was offensive. I think it was player of the month. Was it September of August? Up until the end, a lot of the guys hadn't been spectacular. Now is a chance to do that. But more importantly, Yamamoto is the singular reason why I still have hope. Radio. It is the Odd Couple, Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington, on a Funky Flashback Friday. Be sure to check out the brand new YouTube channel. We're on it right now, simulcasting. You can be watching us. All you got to do, search Odd Couple FSR on YouTube. You'll see us hanging out with you live in the flesh. Hit the thumbs up icon, subscribe, like, share, comment, join the Odd Mob, all that good stuff. So go check out the YouTube page. We got a little Halloween take we'll do in a little bit, just a little fun in sports, tying Halloween movies and themes to sports, specifically in NFL. We'll do that in just a little bit. Updated the game. Was it still 3-1, Rob? Make sure I'm not behind.
It's 3-1. I just got a double play to end the inning. Yep, so 3-1. Top of the fifth.
Yeah.
Almost halfway after this inning. We'll be halfway through the game. But they did get another hit off of Yamamoto. Bo Bichette at a hit. It was erased on the double play. So they got some hits.
Pitches for him.
All right, so we got a ball game, a bloop and a blast. We got a tie game, and we still got a long way to go. This is very interesting.
Because, this is where it starts to get tight. Right around here, it starts to get,
Because every pitch, every situation, you know what I mean? And is 3 runs going to be enough tonight? And then can the bullpen hold it? There's all kinds of questions.
The who?
The bullpen. I know you don't.
Who?
You don't want to go to the bullpen if you don't have to, but you might have to.
Let me tell you who ain't coming in.
Well, you know what
I don't give a dang. Unless it's Sasaki.
All right.
All right. Let's 877-99 on Fox if you're just tuning in, or if you want to call in, you were listening. Rob and I were talking about the Chiefs-Bills, probably game of the week. Only one other one I can really think of, probably Colts, Steelers, just to see where that game is. But who needs it more, Chiefs, Bills, and what team do you feel like it's a statement game for? I say the Bills need it more to come to find, show who they are as a whole entire team. Rob said the Chiefs to say that this season hasn't been fugazi for them. What say you? Who we got?
All right, Andre in Massachusetts. You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Dre?
How you doing? Thanks for taking the call. Happy Halloween. Hope things are going well out there.
Yes.
In the Western. Blustery here in the East Coast.
I know. What's going on? I saw all that rain in Brooklyn and New York. Did you see the floods all over the place?
Rain and wind, Rob. This wind coming through, pushing things back. And unfortunately, no power's gone out. But, it's looking like fall in New England. But in terms of this combination, listen, the Bills lost their mojo. All of a sudden, folks in New England are feeling like the glory days are back, and they got the opportunity to make a serious run here. So I think they need this win more to reestablish themselves as true Super Bowl contenders. They've lost a little bit of the sheen on them. Feeling like they were the odds-on favorite to win.
I agree with that in a little bit, because it just seemed like they fell off of. After Josh Allen's first couple of games, you remember, he's going to be MVP again. You remember that? Where has that gone?
The coronation is over, Rob. Okay, and now the Bills, this is going to be another season for them where they're going to have to grind it out and try to get that home field advantage. It seemed like it was a foregone conclusion, but if they let these other teams outmaneuver them and they have to go on the road to the Chargers, to the Broncos, to the Chiefs, I'm not sure if they're going to make it to the Super Bowl at all. Thanks for taking the call.
All right, appreciate it. What about Chili Tim in Atlanta? You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Tim?
What up, Rob? What up, Kelvin?
Yo.
Rob, we had the grandkids, we were making some cookies and stuff, and you put on the old Canada. I had you guys playing in the background. Man, you made everybody stop, bro.
Are you serious? What are they? They stopped and they were like, what is that?
They was like, what is that?
They looked at you like, what you be listening to?
Right.
Like,
who was that? Sound like a cow being stuck underneath a truck or something. You know what I mean? Being run over.
What you shouted like? I was like, oh my God.
That's funny.
That was so funny, man. Everybody stopped, and my wife just looked at me like, you can turn that down.
Yeah, can you turn that down? Right. Turn that down or no cookies for you. That's right.
She was judging you for sure.
But I think with this game, I don't think it really matters in the sense, and I guess by that they follow what I'm saying, the Bills do, because I think with the Ravens, the Bills, and maybe with exception of maybe the Bengals, the other teams, I think it don't really matter, because the thing that makes the Chiefs so formidable is that when it counts, like when it really counts, the other teams just find a way to choke it down, and they find a way to pull it out. So I think with the Chiefs, I think they want to win it, but I think they don't really care either way. I think they're thinking, you know what, when the Chiefs
I get that, Tim. I do.
Feel like they'll win.
But here's my thing. I'm just saying, when I look at how many games they've lost, they've lost to some pretty good teams, and they've beaten up on some bad ones that at some point, you know what I mean, you want to look and go like, this is not a mirage. We can beat some good teams as well. And they did beat the Lions. That's the one game that I would give them. But the other games, beating the Giants and the Raiders or whatnot, I'm just not that impressed by that. And even they beat Washington without Jaden Daniels. You know what I mean?
And I get that. Yeah, I get it totally. But I just think there's something about them on the inside. I don't know, having been there, whatever it is, that they can, where everybody else chokes it down, like the Ravens and the Bills. Like, it's not that the Chiefs dominate them. It's just they just find some type of way to lose it in the end. It's like they get that lemon booty.
No, you're right.
Just don't get it.
Yep. No, like Zay Flowers fumbling at the 1 yard line. You know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
like something like that.
Leaving them 14 seconds thinking that's enough.
Yep.
Yeah, the Bills don't dominate them. They just choke it away.
No doubt. All right, my man. Have a great
All right,
weekend.
make sure you have our volume down a little bit, Chili, because you don't want the family judging you. We got another one?
We have a squeeze one more in? Yeah. Oh, no, that was it. That was it. Okay.
All right.
All right, we're good.
All right, coming up, a little Halloween fun, Rob. I'm going to throw some things at you, and I want you to tie them into the NFL teams. I'll throw some teams at you, too. Tell me if you feel me. We'll do that on the other side of trending right now. Steve DeSager, what's trending?
Hello, Game 6 of the World Series on Fox TV right now, and the Dodgers lead at Toronto 3-1 in the top of the fifth, even though Kevin Gausman, Toronto's starter, struck out 7 of the first 9 L.A. batters to start the game. Dodgers nonetheless got 3 runs in the third, all after a 2-out intentional walk to Shohei Ohtani. Yoshinobu Yamamoto on the mound for L.A. Blue Jays lead the series 3-2. Toronto DH George Springer did return to the lineup tonight and had an RBI single in the third. He had injured himself on a swing this week. The Dolphins parted ways with general manager Chris Greer. Running back for the Bears, DeAndre Swift, is out again this weekend with a groin injury, and Chicago running back Rashawn Johnson out with a back injury. There is college football tonight. Number 25 Memphis goes to the fourth quarter, leading at Rice 38-7. Halftime at Syracuse, home team leads North Carolina 10-6. Tar Heels of Bill Belichick 0-3 in conference so far. Among the NBA games, the Celtics are in a close one at Philadelphia, 109-108 Boston with 20 seconds left. Philly 4-0 so far on the young season. For the Celtics, Jaylen Brown, 32 points in 31 minutes on the court. Indiana's lost 4 in a row, and Obi Toppin of the Pacers is out until perhaps February. He'll have foot surgery. Atlanta has just won at Indiana, 128-108. The Lakers are at Memphis, tipping off in just a few minutes, and Luka Doncic is back in the starting lineup after a sprained finger and bruised leg. Anthony Davis of Dallas will miss at least 2 games with a strained calf, and just 3 games in the NHL. Colorado a 4-2 winner at Vegas. Right now the Islanders lead with 3 minutes left in the game, 2-1 at Washington. Starting up in a half an hour, it's the Red Wings at 8-3 so far, playing at Anaheim. College football notes, Saturday on Fox TV, number 1 Ohio State hosts Penn State at noon Eastern time. For Texas, quarterback Arch Manning is off the injury report after a concussion. The first college football playoff rankings come out Tuesday. Back to you.
All right. Appreciate you, Steve. Odd couple, Rob Kelvin, Funky Flashback Friday. Aches and pains can sneak up on you during the holiday hustle and bustle, and Aleve can help you forget the pain and make happy memories instead with just one pill. Aleve provides up to 12 hours of body pain relief so you can keep it moving. Use as directed. All right. Rob, Shay, Mary, Steve, yes, you, Steve. Anybody can jump in on this a little bit. Decide to have a little fun in the middle of this NFL season, tying it into a little bit of Halloween. So here's how we're doing it. Mary, see if you got some little Halloween music you can put in the background for me. Appreciate you. So I'm going to throw out a few movies or characters from Halloween movies, and then I'm going to tell you kind of the thing about them, and I want you to pair it with the team a little bit, okay? So let's start here. I had a chance to actually, Robert Englund, who played Freddy Krueger, got a chance to interview him the other day. He came by my news show, so that was pretty cool. He just got his Hollywood Star Walk of Fame yet today, so congrats to him. Freddy Krueger stalked you in your nightmares. You couldn't get away from him. Haunted you. He was there in your sleep. You couldn't stop thinking about him. So Freddy Krueger, who's that Freddy Krueger of the NFL that is haunting teams in their nightmares? They're thinking about him. For me, it is the Kansas City Chiefs because, as what Chili Tim was just saying, our caller, they're in their heads. They're in the Ravens' heads. They're in the Bills' heads. They're in all these teams' heads. Even when they get outplayed, even when you should have won the game, somehow they haunt you in your dreams. So I say the Freddy Krueger of the NFL right now will be the Kansas City Chiefs. Shay, Rob, Steve, anybody, who you got? You agree, or do you even agree with me?
Okay, so I see where you're coming from, but I think
not in the Super Bowl though, right? Because they've lost 2 Super Bowls.
They got 3 of them things,
They
Rob.
got
3 of them.
Rob. Come on.
They got 2 bad losses in 2 of them.
But I can't agree with the Chiefs though, because when I think of nightmares, I think of looking forward, and with Lamar coming back in that game yesterday, I know I'm getting nightmares about the Ravens. So I think this might have to go to Lamar and the Ravens right here. I think this might have to go to them.
I got him somewhere else. I'll tell you I got him coming up a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm always trying to think. I don't know. I'm going to go with the Eagles and the tush push and that team.
Okay.
I know people are trying to – they've been to 2 of the last 3 Super Bowls, right?
Yeah.
And actually played well. Could have won the other one against Kansas City, right? Could have won that. They could have 2. And even the year that they didn't get to the Super Bowl, remember they won 10 or 11 games that season, like 10 in a row or something?
Yep.
So the last 3 years, they've been kind of a boogeyman to the NFL, if you ask me.
Saquon just woke up, too.
I feel like they're not,
we'll
though.
see.
The right answer is the Chiefs, though. Not
Thank
gonna
you,
lie.
Mary.
The right answer is the Chiefs.
Mary, you are a smart person.
Who's that talking behind you? Oh.
Why are we doing that right now?
All right,
Yeah,
I
what
didn't
is
know who
that?
that was.
Is that YouTube tripping with the music or something?
Yeah.
All right.
Technical difficulties.
Continuing along. Who is the Frankenstein? What I mean by that is they're well put together. You put a little here, put a little there, put a little there. They got it going on. They're well put together team. I'm going with the Detroit Lions. I think their roster is really good. Still a little, you're missing a piece on defensive end. You'd probably want a defensive player. But I think just from the offensive end, defensive, they're just a well put together roster. There are some other teams out there I won't be mad if you choose, but that is my choosing. Who do you guys have? Who's the Frankenstein well put together?
I just say they're Frankenstein because they always are frightful when the big games come, especially if they're at home and they have a chance to get to the Super Bowl again. I'm just saying. They're Frankenstein from being frightful. No? Okay.
Nope. I'm on my way about the Frankenstein in the studio right now.
There you go.
I'll save us, guys. Don't worry. I think this is going to go to the Chargers here. I think the Mad Doctor.
The Chargers.
Go
Chargers.
I think Jim Harbaugh
So
is
you
the
mean
Mad Doctor.
So you mean that Frankenstein wears khaki pants? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah.
He
Well,
wears
I was going to
khaki?
say Frankenstein's more Justin Herbert here. It
okay.
feels like he's created something great, and it's finally coming to fruition, and this guy is in the right situation, seems like the right time, everything's starting to work out. Frankenstein, baby. He's waking up. Everything's coming together. You know what I mean? Everything's coming together, and Frankenstein is being created. That's what I see with this.
I still am not 100% sure on what the Chargers are right now. They've
Chargers.
underwhelmed a handful of last handful of weeks. All right, the movie It, the character Pennywise, is a clown. Who's the clown right now in the NFL? Who's the clown show? When you look at them, you just say, this is absolutely terrible. I got the Miami Dolphins. The whole entire act is a clown show.
I'm going to beat that.
It's a whole clown show. Don't know what's going on. Looks terrible. I think I know where you're going, Rob. And I can't disagree because they're one of the couple teams that can make this case. Who you got, Rob? I know you got.
I got the New York Jetropolitans.
I knew you were going there.
No, because it's bad, and I get it. Miami hasn't won a playoff game in 26 years or whatever.
Yeah.
But guess what? The Jets haven't made the playoffs in about 12 or 13 years. I mean, in a league that's set up for everybody. You know what I mean? Like for there to be change and for you to be able to bounce back. The league is kind of set up for parity, and they can't find it. And it's mistake after mistake, whether it's drafting quarterbacks, whether it's hiring coaches. You know what I mean? I just think they're talk about a clown show. It's bad.
The Titans and Saints are right there.
And that was a team I grew up, following as a kid.
Here's why, Mary. I heard you. I'm gonna get to that in a second. Here's why I thought of the Jets, but I don't fully give it to them yet. This is Aaron Glenn's first year, and they also don't have their quarterback. The reason I said the Dolphins, they don't have their quarterback. Good or not,
they signed Justin Fields for 2 years.
Right. But Tua is supposed to be their guy. McDaniels has been there now 4 or 5 years, and this is supposed to be the coronation. We got our guys, everybody. We've been here in the system for years. We're going to make the postseason, and once you get in, you never know. And now it's just terrible. Firing GMs, McDaniels could be fired, so that's why I said them. Shay, Mary, I heard you, Mary. You got a couple of bad ones, too. Who you got?
Yeah, Mary, go ahead.
I was just saying, I watching that game last weekend, it was terrible. It felt like I was watching the Benny Hill show. Like, it was really bad. So, yeah. I don't know. You got Saints, you got Titans, you got Colts. They're
I think I'm gonna give this to my first individual, not necessarily a team. Jerry Jones has to be the biggest clown in the NFL.
Okay.
Seriously, after his comments, he has all the Cowboy fans pissed off right now after his comments about the $100 billion investment he's doing into the gas thing. Instead of looking into his defense, he gives off Micah. The things he said about in this whole past season, I don't think there is a bigger clown in the NFL sphere than this guy right here. I don't think anyone comes close.
All right, next one. Michael Myers just keeps coming. You run away. He's just walking. This team's just stalking, coming down. This, Shay, is where I go, the Baltimore Ravens.
I might have to agree with you
I think they're just going to keep trucking along, keep coming, and we're going to look up. Some teams are going to be like, how did we get outplayed by the Ravens, or how did they steal our postseason playoff spot? I have the Ravens as the Michael Myers. They just keep coming. Shay, Rob, Mary?
I'm going to have to agree with you there, honestly. No, it makes sense. I think Michael Myers is more of a Raven, so I might have to go back on my former and say the Chiefs were earlier, but no, I definitely agree with you here.
Well, I do. Everybody expects that at some point the Ravens are going to jump out and scare the heck out of everybody and win it. You know what I mean? And do something because they're that scary good. Is that fair?
I agree.
Yeah. They are.
That's the only one we all agree on.
Kelvin.
That is the only one. Last one. Oh, go ahead, Shay.
I kind of got one for you, but I thought you were done. So do your last one, and then I'll do mine.
Shoot it. Go. Do you
have Hannibal Lecter yet? Do you have Hannibal Lecter?
I don't.
Okay, good. So Hannibal Lecter, a genius man, always ahead. Once you think you got him, they're always 3 or 4 steps ahead of you. Psychiatrist, genius, knows what he's doing, always ahead. This right here is the Chiefs. This right here is what I think is the Chiefs. You finally think they're done. You finally think it's over. And out of nowhere, they come out of nowhere. That's literally what I think.
I'm not mad at that. I think I see why you go there. I'm going to one-up you, and I'm going to go Sean McVay.
Ooh.
I'm going to go Sean McVay and the Rams because the Rams have had multiple times where we all universally went, all right, they're rebuilding. Okay, they won a Super Bowl. They got to a Super Bowl back with Jared Goff. They're rebuilding. And they continue to be good. Okay, the offense struggles. Then they get Matthew Stafford. All right, well, the defense is right back great this year. So, to me, that's Sean McVay. He's always just when you think Cooper Kupp's aging, that they go get Devontae Adams and they're balling again. And, all right, well, Puka Nacua is showing up. So, that would be Sean McVay and the Rams to me.
Not mad at that at all. Rob?
I think you guys, I think you guys are pretty locked in on that one. I agree with that.
Sweet.
Sean McVay, he's always finding a way. All right, last call on the way, 877-99 on Fox. Last call. We'll take a call before we head out of here, and we'll get you updated on this game as well. Keep you updated on Game 6 of the World Series. It is the Odd Couple on a Friday night, a Halloween night. Stick with your boys, Fox Sports Radio.
We are
Wake up, it's two pros and a cup of Joe, Fox Sports Radio.
You ready? Yes.
I'm Colin Cowherd. This is The Herd.
You are listening to The Dan Patrick Show.
It's the odd couple. You know what time it is. Let's get it.
Fox Sports Radio. Bigger, bolder, and better than anyone in the game. Fox Sports Radio is the #1 sports audio network.
Diverse, fun, entertaining, and driven by the big sports topics of the day.
They had to bolster the offensive line, which they did.
You finally said something right. Congratulations.
That game was incredible. You are wrong.
You could take that trash somewhere else. Wham! We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all so. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
I'm your favorite fan.
Thank you.
Love you. You're very talented. You're the best.
Thanks for taking my call.
Sure.
Great show.
Thank you, Joe. You sound like Joe Pesci.
How am I funny to you?
I can't help but notice that the W-2s for the quarterback look a lot higher.
That's because we're worth it.
You gotta be kidding. He never was an elite quarterback.
This team is unstoppable.
He made the right call.
You know that's right.
LeBron James is a legend.
No, he's not. He complains all the time.
You say Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time, but Eli Manning beat him twice. Wrong. Wrong.
For 25 years, Fox Sports Radio has dominated the sports audio landscape with the biggest talent and the best programming available.
We talk sports and we have fun doing it. We talk about life.
Sports radio is where you go after the games are over, and then the discussion begins.
If the Chiefs win. Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
It is live. It is unscripted. No other medium can touch that.
And that's what makes it special. Yes.
Who wants some?
Bigger, bolder, better. We are Fox Sports Radio.
Yeah.
You got to remember, I was in college when this came out. Man, this was the biggest thing going, Kelvin.
You were just grooving, man. YouTube kind of missed it.
Right? What year did this debut? Debut.
81? No, 82. 80. I'm going to go 80.
87.
83. No, 87, girl.
It wasn't that late. 82. I was in college. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
That was my freshman year. Are you kidding? We were watching MTV and all that. We couldn't wait to watch it. It was back then when the videos came out. It was a big deal, man. I
don't think we can ever express that to someone who's probably 35 and under, Rob. Like, they stopped primetime television. The middle of the day, like, hold on, at 8:05, we're going to debut whatever the new Michael Jackson video was.
It was that big. It was that big.
I mean, there's no equivalent now. Like, I can't say it's like when a blah, blah, blah.
Would you compare that to them leaving the NBA championship for OJ?
Well, that was big, too. I'll never
But
forget
I don't
the
think
double
anything
box.
else would be that big as OJ either.
Really? Because I never heard of this with MJ. All I've heard about is the OJ thing, and obviously I didn't live it.
This was huge.
No. MJ, anytime he did a video, up until probably like the mid-'90s, they literally would not do it like a normal, just randomly on an MTV. It would debut on like primetime ABC.
Aura, man.
And
that's how crazy
he
it was.
had it.
Yep. All right, let's get there.
All right, that's right. It is the Odd Couple, still 3-1 in the World Series.
Bottom of the sixth coming up.
That's right. Bottom of the sixth coming up. Keep you updated throughout the show as we got a few more minutes before we head on out. We'll see how this one shapes up before we leave. And as always, aches and pains to sneak up during the holiday season. Hustle and bustle. Aleve can help you forget the pain, make happy memories instead with just one pill. Aleve provides up to 12 hours of body pain relief so you can keep it moving, use as directed. Last call. Last call. Who we got?
We got Nate in Alaska. You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio, and you are the last call.
What's up, Nate?
Hey, how's it going? I'm calling from Alaska. This is my first time ever calling into a radio station, so I think it's pretty cool that you guys answered.
Wow. Thank you. We got you to call. We appreciate that, Nate.
Right.
Thank you.
Yeah, so my buddy, he graduated from Ohio State, and we're in a fantasy football league, so I've been giving him a little bit of grief over the last 4 years. So my hot take is that I don't think that Joe Burrow is an NFL talent. I think he was great in college, but it just hasn't translated over the last few years to being a true NFL talent. And I know that there was a lot of discussion with him and Trevor Lawrence about who's a personality and who's like the next guy up. But I just want to say, at the expense of my buddy, I think that Joe Burrow like peaked in college, and that's pretty much it.
Wow. Well, thank you for the call. Thank you for your first time ever calling. We appreciate it. And boy, do I disagree. Joe Burrow's been to the Super Bowl. Joe Burrow, if his defense was any half decent last year, could have been the MVP. Joe Burrow healthy is perfectly fine. A top 3, 4, 5 quarterback for sure. All right. NFL picks.
Let's do it. Pigskin.
Welcome in, guys. We got NFL Pigskin Pickoff. I'm filling in Rob G's very, very small feet, so we're ready to go. We got week 8.
Wow.
Rob, you should be happy, man. 4-1. Kelvin, 1-4.
Wow.
It is a game, guys. Running total is now 19-21, and Kelvin 18-22. So Rob is currently in the lead going into week 9.
What a comeback. Here we
Kelvin,
go.
Please, man. You can't let him talk about
back.
the Dodgers, and you can't
Don't
let
worry
him do
about
this either, man.
I'm
Come
back.
on.
I'm
Come
back.
on. We're back. All right, man. We're going to get right into this. We'll be quick. Week 9, we got Falcons at Patriots, with the Patriots being the 5.5 favorites. Who you got, Rob?
Let me hear that one more time. I'm sorry.
It's Falcons at Patriots, with the Patriots being the favorites, 5.5.
I'm going to take the Falcons. The Patriots can't win every game. I think that there's Kelvin, every time you think that it's a wrap, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
You know, that's how football works. You go like, then there's no way to, like the Jets winning that game. They had no business winning that game, right? I'm
And
looking at it
listen,
like
the
that.
Falcons offensively, they can get it going defensively. I think the Patriots on a roll.
Is someone
and
running
at
on the
home.
field in Toronto? Something's going on.
Is that what's going
'Cause
on?
I'm trying to figure out. I know they don't show it, and they don't mention it.
Yeah, because
Right?
he's looking at them.
Yeah. Okay. Because
We'll keep an eye on it.
Because the way that Yamamoto turned
Everybody,
around
they're just talking. Yeah, something's
showing
going
the
on.
crowd.
Yeah, and
Showing
which
the
they
crowd's
should.
faces.
Don't show them. Don't show them. I'm surprised that happened in Toronto.
All right, we only got a couple minutes.
Come
So,
on.
yes, give me Patriots.
All right, sweet. We got Colts at Steelers. Colts being -3.
Give me Colts.
I'm gonna take the Steelers.
All right, we got Panthers at Packers. -13.5 for the Packers.
Oof, that's a lot.
That's a lot.
I'm gonna take the Packers. I'm sorry. The Panthers they do nothing for me. I'm sorry.
That's just a lot. Give me the Packers. Panthers are the Panthers. I can't do that. Give me the Packers.
Whole lot of confidence with this one. Broncos at Texans, with the Texans being the favorites, 1.5.
Really?
Yes, which is interesting.
There must be history there. I'm gonna take the Texans.
Dang it! I was hoping you would take the Broncos. I'm taking the Texans.
There must
as
be
well.
something there because why
Because they're starting to win a couple. It's just that the only trouble for them is their offensive line, and the Broncos, that's what they do well. They get after quarterback.
Okay.
And finally, we got Chiefs at Bills, with the Chiefs coming in as -2 as the favorites.
I'm gonna go with Shaun King. I got the Bills winning that game at home. They've kind of been out of touch, out of sight, haven't played that well. I think they're due for a good game.
You know who I got, the Chiefs. I think they're off. And actually, I think the Chiefs win big. I actually think they win by touchdown or more.
And then let's just do this one more time. Colts -3 at Steelers. Who was it?
No, we did that one.
We did that
Yeah,
one.
we did that one. I
Yeah.
just double
Yeah,
check.
I got the Steelers. He has the Colts.
Steelers,
I got the
Colts.
Colts.
Sweet,
He's got the
sweet.
Steelers.
Ready to go, man.
Yep. And there we go. And we're into the weekend. When we come back on Monday, we'll have a World Series champ, we should say.
One way or the other. We'll find out
I
if
think
it's a
it'll be the
repeat.
Blue Jays tonight, and it'll be sour for
Blue Jays tonight.
The Jason
Yamamoto
Smith
on
Show
it.
with Mike Harmon is coming up next.
I never miss your radio show. I never hear it, so I never miss it.
Did you hear that?